Make sure. Hold on. I know what's about to happen. I know the fucking shit's about to start playing.
Wait, do we start?
I know the fucking shit's about to start playing.
Wait, do we start?
Yeah,
Oh, great.
That always happens. That always happens.
Hello.
You gotta check somehow. Hello. Look at a couple of nerds right here. Streaming. Oh yeah, can they see my mouse? I never understood how that worked. Can other people see my mouse when it's on my screen? I thought that was just something.
Yeah, they can see it because you're streaming from your screen.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if they can see everything. Hold on. I'm about to hear. There we go. No, that's last.
You called it monkey time?
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's what it says. Monkey time.
I literally did not call it monkey time. I don't know. Did you do that?
No, I didn't do anything.
It says monkey. How did you guys name it monkey time? Can they name it?
I don't know.
That is what it has said for a bit? No, it said last time something else. Can you... Liz, you know the drill.
Hello?
Liz has been trying to figure out, she's been going in and out now for a while, and she thinks that if you just yell hello at the camera, then it'll fix things. Damn, you look like a goth baddie. And by baddie, that's a little double pun there. A batty. What'd you do today?
I don't know. I didn't do anything. Fucking Christ.
You gotta yell at it again. Maybe adjust it. Maybe adjust it.
No, it's gonna find me when it finds me. I went on like a long hike. I talked to some friends. Did some like shit around the house.
Classic.
It's so annoying.
Liz, you can't just grab at it. You gotta slow.
I did it.
No.
No.
I wish I could control your camera remotely, not for any bad reasons, but for reasons of pranking you. But
you love a prank.
I love a good prank. I love a good prank on you. Yeah, I had a pretty alright day.
You prank me. You don't prank me.
That's the thing. I'm doing some pretty bad ones on you right now, but you just don't know it. This is what makes a classic prank. Years in the making. Years in the making. You should see our tax documents. Now that's a prank.
Everyone, no.
You know what? You know what? Like left-wing parties used to do in some countries is tax strikes, which I think I would love that. I've never paid taxes. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting point. I don't want to talk about that stuff yet, though.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that right now.
Oh.
Yeah. No, baby. I was just, you know me. I'm a guy who I don't understand. I'm not going to pay for a boat for the government. So you had a right day?
Yeah, it was nice. I don't know. I think I was telling you, I think that full moon is very cleansing. New energy. I'm working with like a new energy. I feel good.
Yeah, you were good yesterday too.
It's been a while.
You were all giggles yesterday.
I was goof. I was like straight goofs yesterday.
Yeah, it was pleasant. It was pleasant. I know. Does that mean the last? And I'm not talking about anything weird right here. Does that mean that last moon cycle is finito?
That's not. I mean, no, not really. Because full moons work with. It's usually like a 2-year cycle. It's not the moon cycle, but basically the sign that the full moon and the new moon is in works in 2-year cycles. So like yesterday, we were actually working with energy that began in September of 2018, I believe.
Oh my God, that's right when AOC was elected. I'm just kidding. I have no idea when that was.
That's not true. But I know it was a nice full moon, and also I watched that movie The Day After Tomorrow, and I fucking love disaster movies.
Is that like newer? Is that newer?
No, it's like 2000s, but it's with like Jake Gyllenhaal, and it's all about the like crazy superstorm.
Yes.
It's like a climate disaster movie.
Wait, is that 2012?
Like, tornadoes. No, but by the same guy.
Respect.
Roland Emmerich, classic disaster action auteur.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one is with Jake Gyllenhaal and I don't know, other people. And
listen, if it's like, got Jake in it, I'm sold.
No, I'm not gonna tell that story on this. But there's like a huge storm that it's just like you see this massive tidal wave just flood Manhattan. It fucking rules. I don't know what it is about disaster movies. Love them. San Andreas, also great one. Another Roland Emmerich.
That's got The Rock in that one, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's San Francisco.
It has a city in it. Oh yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge falls over. I gotta say, Golden Gate Bridge falling over, classic scene. You put that in a movie, I will eventually see that movie.
Love it.
A great bridge to fall over.
Disaster. It's great. Bring back the disaster movies.
Absolutely. I say bring back the disasters. Because you might be thinking, well, okay, no, that could, possibly not. I'll hedge on that. Don't bring back the disasters. But
no,
yes,
just the movies.
Just the movies are fine. Not a big disaster.
Twister's also a good one. Twister. That's a great one.
Twister's I used to watch that with my parents. My dad owned that VHS, and we'd watch that all the time growing up. Loved that.
Remember, that was when it was like, when everyone was like, look what CGI can do. And it was the cow. Remember?
I just remember they had like some weird, the cow flies in front and like hits it or something. Yeah, flies in front.
Woo-hoo, or whatever.
That and The Rock I used to watch as a kid. Rock, classic San Francisco movie.
Oh, I have that on Criterion, put out a 2-disc version of The Rock a long time ago. I don't think it's in print anymore. And it's so okay, so I also have a thing about San Francisco movies.
Mm-hmm. I love San Francisco movies. Same.
So the second DVD is like all little mini documentaries about Alcatraz.
That's sweet.
Which is very cute. Very cute. So there's one about like the Indian occupation. Respect. There's one about like people trying to escape, like
Double respect.
Yeah. I don't know, some other stuff. Because, like, I think I mentioned, I was like, I'm a huge Nick Cage fan, or was.
Yes.
So, it's like part of the Nick Cage canon.
Well, so, there's a guy who, I don't know if he's there all the time, but I have a feeling that he's there all the time, who sits in the bookstore in Alcatraz, and he was the last prisoner to be released or whatever from there. Yeah, and he signed, I bought his book, which I never read. There's a guy, I got too many other books to read, but he signed it. Stay out of trouble, Brace. And I was like,
you know me. You did it.
I've
been to Alcatraz for a long time. Just a fun trip.
Yeah. Hey, is Liz's audio okay?
Why?
I don't know. You're cutting out. I feel like the problem is when I talk over you, they're saying yes. Okay, so it's good.
Liz is louder than Brace. That's because I'm just like screamo goofing.
Yeah, let me. Oh, I got the vocal fry effect on. Don't worry, that's not actually her. That's one of the audio effects that OBS provides.
It's not vocal fry.
They're trying to get more women streamers, and unfortunately, the only way they can do that is by making lonely men watch them. And you know what, we love the vocal fry. Listen, here's the thing. Any guy who complains about vocal fry is a fraud. We love vocal fry. Liz, we love it, right?
I have vocal fry.
But that fry there was doing a lot of... But we love vocal fry. We love it.
Mine is not like the Kardashians. That is like the classic vocal fry. That's canon fry.
I don't know...
Because that's the like, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. It's like right there. I don't do that.
Thank you.
I have like squeaky funky. I have like Muppet voice.
Thank you. Can I do it? Thank.
Like what they do is they go be like, can I have a glass of water? Thank you. Like it's just like one fucking. It's so awful.
Can I have a glass of water? Thank you. I can't do it.
It's not like that.
It's like tonal.
It's like fake nice because it's like, sorry, excuse me, can I have a glass of water? Thank you.
Excuse me, can I have a glass of water? Thank you. I don't have it in me. It's not my soul. You need to feel vocal fry is a thing of the soul.
I don't know. I just talk like how I talk.
Well, listen, about 5 years ago when I was working at the boxing gym, I heard about vocal fry for the first time on my headphones. I was listening to the radio, and I didn't know about it, but apparently a lot of people were complaining about NPR reporters using it. So here's the thing. Yeah. If because you know how everyone on NPR, there's 2 NPR voices. There's the guy from either Radiolab or the This American Life, and then there's the girl.
Yeah.
They only got one girl voice. They had 2 guy voices. And the girl voice on NPR has vocal fry. And I guess a lot of people...
that I had Valley Girl NPR voice.
Yeah, you do, which is funny, because, like, what valley are they talking about? Visitation Valley? Ah! I'm doing the Bolsonaro.
Yeah,
no, Liz is a professional, a consummate professional. We take, a lot of people don't understand this, but a lot goes into podcasting. Liz and I take vocal lessons from opera singers, from auctioneers, from boot camp instructors.
That's true.
Several times a week in order to get in tip-top voice for podcasting. A lot of people don't know that. You know that 75% of podcasters die of lung cancer, too, from juuling.
That's because you drool 75% of the time.
Dude, I drool. Whenever we stream, I just drool.
Dude, you can hear it on the podcast. You like... It's like my favorite thing, actually. You could just hear it constantly. You inhaling, like, into the mic.
It's funny. People have been saying that since we started, but I've only really noticed it one time. But I'm also drooling while I listen.
If I listen, I hear it.
I'm also drooling while I listen, so that could be...
How was your day, Brace?
My day was all right. I took 2 walks, no less than 2. I called you on one of them.
I know, that was nice.
And the other one was...
Ooh, wait, I have a phone call. So sorry. Hold on 1 second.
What the fuck? Is she doing a bit? Liz, they'll be able to hear your phone call. Hello? My name is Liz. My name is Liz. And I just did something extremely... I fucking hate... What is up with women? Why would you do this? We're supposed to be live streaming. 5 p.m. We do this twice a week. We've been doing it for several weeks. You get a phone call right now? Who's calling you? I'm calling her. I'm going to call her right now. I'll show you her phone number on screen. Just like maybe she's done for me before. Well, with this, I'm not going to call her. I'll let her. You know what? I'm sure it's very important. It's much more important than talking to little old me. It's no problem. I'm nothing. I'm dirt. I'm less than dirt, actually. I'm less than dirt. I live under the dirt. I'm the sub layer. I'm above the hot molten core of the earth, but below the noble dirt. I am just the nothingness. How are you, sweetheart? It's so good of you to rejoin me.
I'm so sorry.
Was it important?
It was, yeah. It was actually. Sorry, I'm not going to talk about it on this.
Was it another podcast host?
Another streamer.
That's cool. I think jealousy is super lame. We have an open pod.
Ew.
I've been thinking about bringing another.
What? You're not opening the pod?
I've been thinking about bringing another woman host in. We've been thinking about having another female co-host. I could do separate episodes with her, or we could all do them together. A polypod, exactly.
Now, question: Are there podcasts about the poly lifestyle?
Absolutely, 100%, and which I'm sure our listeners, if they love us, will tell us about right now in the chat that I'm trying to find Phone's not working. There we are.
Wait, okay, I have to get out one more time.
Okay. No.
Because my neighbor needs a mask from me. Like, that's actually, she just texted me.
No problem.
And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Hold on.
No problem. And I can't see the chat either, so it's just not loading. And you think I'm lying, but my phone, look at that. That's pure white screen. That is, boy, this is, wow, leaving me in the lurch, huh? Christ, what did I do today? I cleaned the kitchen. You know, she doesn't need to know this. I'll just tell this between you and me. I cleaned the kitchen. I Swiffered the whole floor. I cleaned the stove. I did all the dishes. The dishes were done, but I did extra dishes. I cleaned more thoroughly on some things. They weren't really dishes. It was more things like bowls of fruit, etc. I have out. You know what? It felt good. It felt like I was really making some progress. And I felt like I had a chance. But when my co-host abandons me like this... Hold on. I'm trying to get the chat to work. It's weird. I can see me, which... That's fantastic. But I can't see what you guys are saying. So if anyone in the chat has my email address, send me an email. And I will read your email out. Loud. Only if it's mean about Liz. I can't see the chat.
Ooh, sorry.
It's okay. I can't see the chat. It's not working on Is it working on your phone?
I don't know. I can look now. What were you talking to them about?
Nothing.
Yeah, right.
I was kind of just wasting time. Oh, there we go.
Lame Oprah.
What?
Someone called me lame Oprah. What is that?
That means white Oprah. Listen, Oprah is one of the most beloved pedophiles in the world, Liz. That's an honor to be called Oprah. All right.
So, what else did you do? Did you already go through your day?
I cleaned the kitchen pretty thoroughly. And then I tried to read about stuff. I tried to think of some ideas, which I wasn't able to.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of thinking today.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of thinking, but didn't get very far with it, to be totally honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. I've been getting sleep the past 2 nights, which is very rare for me.
Good.
Yeah.
I did not sleep at all last night.
I know you texted me very late, which is extremely... Liz usually stops texting me back around like 10:30 p.m.
I know. I'm lame-o.
Yeah, well...
Cool party chicks. Sorry.
It's better than being late night like me, because I realized that I actually am not sick, but I just have not slept more than 4 hours in a month. I'm telling you, it's this previous... I mean, in total.
Not continuously.
I have not slept for more than 4 hours, but like 5 hours continuously. I'll tell you what, that moon that began this month...
It was so bad.
I'm a moon guy now. This month has been I'm doing fine, but the month, not a great month overall.
Not a great month. It was a bad month. March was not good.
Yeah. I think was that moon pre-Super Tuesday?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know how to check that. I'm sure that one of our lunar fans will remember. But I'm telling you, it's like since that moon till yesterday, not doing good. Yeah, it's ridiculous. How long has this COVID thing been going on now?
Well, we've been locked down at least 4 weeks. Us.
I'm talking about in America, specifically in San Francisco.
I mean, March. It was late February when shit started. That's when people in the States started to really pay attention. But I mean, it was in Seattle in like January.
Sweetheart, it was in Seattle last fall.
No, I know. Well, it was here too last fall, it looks like. So.
Yeah.
But in terms of like being inside, it's been like a month, I think.
Today's the day that Margaret Thatcher died, right? It's the 8th? Yeah.
It is, yeah. Mojo.
He made it through.
Fucking Ubermensch does it again.
I was going to say, you did it. I'm not thumbs upping that because I'm happy. I'm just thumbs upping. I do see, sir, when I've been defeated.
Yeah.
I did, unfortunately, make a prediction on the last episode of our podcast that is not released yet, that he would die, hoping that I would be right and seem prescient. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to eat crow on this. That's a literal bet that Liz and I made. I do have to eat a crow.
It's not true.
Have you ever eaten? I ate a snake once.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How?
It was in a hot dog bun.
No.
I swear to God.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It was like a snake hot dog. Yeah. Yeah.
In a sausage. Rattlesnake sausage. That's what you've had. You haven't eaten a snake in between hot dog bun.
I'm sorry. Is it not? What about what I said was incorrect?
You put mustard on the snake body.
Yes, I put some mustard. It was this body of a snake, just without the scales on it.
No, I don't believe you.
It was a snake sausage. I swear to God, it was at a place called Hot Dogs in Chicago, which was some weenie fucking. It was like, you know how like all like hot dogs now cost like $40 everywhere in big cities. Yeah. This was like the first $40 hot dog place.
Hot dogs at my house for some reason.
Oh yeah, we did make hot dogs at your house.
Like we went to the grocery store and was like, why don't we get hot dogs?
What was that? We were like watching a movie or something.
No, or we were like doing stuff for the show. Maybe I can't remember.
Yeah, it was some shit like that. I don't know. Remember when we used to hang out all the time? That was
nice.
Distance past.
Memories.
Well, whatever. Next time I see you, it'll be like a year anniversary.
Watercolored memories of the way we were. Can it be? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
No, keep going. Keep going. Baby.
No. Actually, I don't know the rest of the words.
I'm afraid that what's happening with the audio here is that I'm talking when you talk, and instead of us playing both of us, it's like muffling you, and that I am louder than you, which is a dream come true, but I feel like unfair to our listeners.
I wouldn't worry about it. Who cares?
I guess it works for them. It's just it's screwing with me because I feel like it's making me sexist. More.
Maybe. Are you like listening to the audio?
Am I listening to the?
I don't know. There's like noise. I hear noise.
Of what?
I don't know. See?
What? No. That was you. You moved something.
Oh my God. Okay, whatever.
I don't hear anything.
Why are you shaking?
I don't hear anything. At least let me finish, baby.
I hate you so much.
Belden 1, Franzak 0. Excuse me?
That's also really gross. Don't do that again.
I'm sorry, my leg can't shake nervously because I'm nervous about talking to a girl? Okay, okay. What kind of message does that send our 15-year-old fans out there?
Oh, brother.
I'm telling you. You know, people are, you know when we said, I gotta say, usually our predictions are right, but boy, were we wrong about people not being horny during quarantine.
No, they weren't for like 2 weeks.
That's true. Yeah, actually, that's true.
It's like no rules out there. It's fucking OK Corral. I don't know. Sounded funny.
Sweetheart, don't you think that's my territory a little bit?
I feel so I'm like wilding out in my brain right now.
About what?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm all hopped up on goofballs.
I'm saying, you gotta talk to these ladies. Tell them to reel it on in.
Why?
I'm not even.
I don't talk to the kind of girls that are that performatively.
You know what? I shouldn't phrase this as just an issue of horny. I should phrase this because I have seen many things on the internet that have led me to believe that there is a deeper problem going on with female kind here. They're just going bonkozos.
Yeah.
All over the place, loopy. And
Marbles, they've been lost.
Oh. The marbles have been thrown in the gutter.
Who knows? No map to find them again.
I don't know.
They're gone. Where are the marbles? Who knows?
Every single out there claim I've been making for the past how long have I been sexist? 30 years about the female mindset, as I call it.
Lady gorilla mindset.
Lady gorilla mindset. That's just right. Oh, okay. Don't start with ape talk from you. Don't do this. I know.
Yeah, we're not at monkey hour yet.
We're not monkey hour yet, okay? Because you asked about that earlier, and I feel like that was a little bit of a subtweet of me.
It wasn't. It was actually Felix.
Great minds think alike. There have been a host of monkey type accounts that have been popping up lately. I've been enjoying them.
Out there. It's like sweeping the nation. It's monkey fever. Well, everyone's monkey fever.
You know how women have been like, here, I'm going to make up a text conversation with somebody and with an ex-boyfriend I made up, or like, here's a full frontal picture of my vagina that I'm going to post to my.
I don't see that.
Yeah, me either.
I don't really see a lot of nudes.
Well,
they don't really impress my timeline.
Well, I mean, I strictly, I follow from the TrueAnon account thousands of porno accounts, right? Me and yeah, I shouldn't say what I was gonna say next, but it was funny. It was funny. It was about some of the boys, but
all right.
But so women have been like, I'm crazy, and fellas have been like, check out these monkeys.
Yeah.
Women.
More ways than one.
What's up?
In more ways than one, because now the ladies are in the cages.
Oh yeah, and they're going bananas. Not to mention ape shit. I'm gonna tell you, the fellas have taken this whole quarantine thing in stride. We are purely.
I don't think so. That's totally true.
Purely
I think
focused on monkey welfare.
But I do think that there are. It's like it's the wheat and the chaff has separated, and this happened very early into quarantine, where it was clear who amongst the dudes were prepared to handle the situation and who were not.
Correct.
Some of the tactics some of the men used to prepare themselves, not good.
Lay them on me, sister. Speak on it.
No. I'm not here to name names or start shit, but I'm just saying, a lot of children, a lot of boys out there.
I would love it if you beef with more men, to be totally frank with you.
Why?
I know you don't beef, but if you...
I don't. That's like my brand. I'm very nice.
Because then I could act really outraged that they were talking to you instead of me and be like, well, why are you fucking with her instead of fucking with me? And people are like, I don't know. She would just, I'm her next door neighbor and she started yelling at me.
No.
I think that would be pretty good. No, I think you would be good at it. I would love to see you beef with people. I beef with people all the
so
time.
beneath me.
People are afraid of you because you look like a gothic lawyer. You look like.
Don't say that.
Susie.
I was talking to a friend the other night about how everyone finds me intimidating, and that's literally what I've heard from every person.
That you're a gothic lawyer?
No, that they find me intimidating.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm.
How tall are you?
5'5".
How could you be intimidated by somebody who could not physically defeat you?
That's what I say, but...
That's ridiculous. You were 6'2", 6'3", 6'4"? Absolutely. No. You think it's because you have black hair?
It's not black, it's brown.
Oh, yeah.
I swear it is. I don't know the latest.
You're right, it is. It's just been like a month since I've seen you. Although, gotta be honest with you, mine shows up pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that's because you're the queen of all media.
No.
You're.
No, this is something that people told me my whole life.
Have they ever elaborated on it?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if I want to get into it.
Can you text me it and I can say if it's...
What do you... I mean, just, like, I'm talking about men.
But, like, I know, but, like, what intimidates them? Is it, like, are you, like... I guess I could see that, yeah. But also, like, do you... I mean, it's... You don't want to talk to somebody who's intimidated by you. You gotta be... Gotta be real with you. Gotta be kind of a pussy to be intimidated by a girl. No disrespect, actually. Because that's not...
I like that.
But, I mean, come on. What are they going to do? In a normal way. It totally mean that in a normal way. like,
Man, we are on a roll tonight.
Not what I'm talking about. Please use contextual clues to realize that I do not mean anything not normal by that. But, like, what are they going to do? They're going to shoot you for just being, you know, telling them to... I don't know. I guess I don't really get it, because if you're intimidated by a girl, that should make you want to, like, go after them, because that means you win, which is what that's about.
I agree.
It's a win or lose game here, the game of love. You have to beat, again, mean that in a normal way, the other person.
Don't get banned from Twitter. Don't say it the wrong way.
I don't have a Twitter. No, I do have several monkey-themed Instagrams.
Seriously, why is everyone... But like, for real now? Why is everyone talking about monkeys? Is there, like, a monkey group chat that everyone's in? It's, like, all over the place.
I don't know. Some of the fellas started showing monkey videos in the group chats, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a little while ago. Well, we've always sort of been doing that, but... I will say the boys chat monkey video ticked up quite a bit since this kerfuffle started. What else do you have to talk about?
I don't know.
We can only link Tally 11 tweets to each other so much.
That happens in my chats too.
I'm kidding, fellas. That's beneath us. No, it's just been, you know, monkeys. The thing is, I think a lot of girls don't understand is that monkeys are basically human beings. You know,
we already talked about this.
No, but here's a fact that I forgot to bring up that should really help me press my case home. We are 99.999% genetically exactly the same as monkeys. There's like a few tweaks here and there that there are to make them hairier. Although consider the Turk or the Azerbaijani, also very hairy. I can say that.
Why are you making me laugh so much?
Because I'm intimidated by you. I want you to become intimidated. People always also say they're intimidated by me.
That's weird. Just kidding. No one says that to me.
Due to my threatening demeanor. No, apes and monkeys. I saw someone say apes, not monkeys. I'm sorry. basically no difference. Are you like, are you one of those people who are like, oh, no, it's a chimpanzee? It's like, yes, all apes, chimpanzees, orangutans, all types of monkey.
And they are human beings.
And they are basically human. They're human beings in the same way where if I had like a big genetic disorder or something, worse than most Jews usually do, or for instance, if I was born, Liz, a Siamese twin, which makes me pretty different genetically speaking, I assume. I don't know if that's true, but if I was that, people would be like, he's 99.9% the same as me. Just one thing is different. And I'm sorry.
What's the one thing that's different about monkeys?
Hair.
No.
Hair. Oh, and also their accents are fucked up. Accents are fucked up.
All right. Enough monkey talk.
If I may, you should have said enough monkeying around.
I know, but I think monkey talk sounds cute.
Yeah, that's true. Enough monkey talk. What do you want to get down to, honey?
I don't know. I feel bad because I think everyone's having a bad day and I'm having a great day.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Everyone's also been having a bad month, and I've been having a fantastic month. But not really a fan. I've had much better months. I've just been feeling okay.
Yeah.
Here and there, but but yeah, I know. Should we talk about why everyone's having a bad day, or?
I don't know. I feel like I'm like not in the mindset.
You're in monkey mindset still.
I know. I'm still like, I'm all bananas I got banana brains. I feel not ready to go down.
Well, don't worry. We still have 2.5 hours left.
No, we don't. Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Oh, I relapsed.
No, you didn't. You've already done this joke before.
I know, but I was like, it would be funny if I
texted that to me on April Fool's.
Yes. Prank.
And you were like, should I do this to my sponsor? And I was like, no.
I did do it to my sponsor. My sponsor, by the way, he works at a hospital, and he has been loving Corona, dude. He loves it.
No.
He's an X-ray tech, and so he only has to work like 2 days a week because there's like no one being X-rayed right now. They're sending like half his coworkers to New York to work in some capacity, but not him, and he still doesn't have to work more, but he's still getting paid. And so he's like, yeah, I love Corona. He's like, I'll probably die from it. Just statistically, he's an older man and very curmudgeonly, so chances are he will get it. But I did get him with that. Hold on, I actually have to text my sponsee real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna say hello to the little chatters. What is? Why does everyone? Liz is blazed. Oh my god, I don't smoke weed, you guys. Chill. Brace can confirm that.
Yeah, she doesn't smoke
Not
weed.
Work.
All right, I texted him.
Oh, someone said Harambe. I totally forgot about that. Remember that? That feels like a decade ago.
I remember that because I made a, and this feels corny to have even mentioned now, but I made a joke about that. I made a fake email from Hillary Clinton, and I said it was part of WikiLeaks, where she ordered his murder. I made like a Clinton kill. Very corny now, but it had happened literally that day. So it was before it got crazy. Like, this was the day he died. So it was before it got too crazy. And then WikiLeaks quote tweeted it, and we're like, what? Is this real?
Really?
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah. But beyond that, it was not. probably that was like when regular people not regular people. That was like when people deranged people started using the word meme in like conversation all the time. That was during the meme war. That was when like 50. Who's that fucking guy? He's a ugly motherfucker. He makes those videos of like, it's like John Wick, but it says CNN, and it's like Trump's killing him.
What?
You guys know what I'm talking about?
No. What people?
Yeah, he's got a stupid name. No. You guys know what I'm talking about. How do you guys not know what I'm talking about? He's got Carpe Dunctum. Carpe Dunctum. It's when guys like Carpe Dunctum started making these videos that were like, you know, veterans of the meme war. I do love... Remember Baked Alaska?
Yeah. Oh my God. That was such a moment.
Ex-BuzzFeed employee, I might add.
Right. Mm-hmm. Wow. This all feels really long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, the entire landscape has changed.
Well, he died.
No, he didn't. Did he?
He was killed in the airstrike along with General Qasem Soleimani. Yeah, I mean, that guy, it's like guaranteed. That guy, there was like all those guys who were like kind of at the bottom, and they were like, couldn't quite make it to the next level where they'd be okay financially. Like they could never be like they could never work for TPUSA. I mean, I guess he turned into a neo-Nazi, but he like he started hanging out with Richard Spencer. But like even Richard Spencer,
Spencer.
I gotta say, in retrospect, I am shocked that they picked somebody so poorly.
Well, he had been doing this for like over a decade.
Yeah, V-Dare, all that shit.
Yeah. You know, so that was like his. I mean, you know, to be on the fringes for so long, and then like fucking Mother Jones is writing puff pieces about you.
But remember, how fucking funny does it seem, and fucking just so irredeemably cornball to be doing "Hail our people, hail Trump." That has got to be one of the most pathetic sentences a human being has ever uttered. So funny. Hail Trump. Like, and Trump's like, yeah, thank you so much, Israel. Here is $100 billion. Bye-bye, Richard.
Yeah. Ciao. Trump had chow mindset on all the alt-right.
I gotta say, Trump has probably the most chow mindset president we've ever had.
Wow.
Fuck.
You're right. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think people... Can you explain chow mindset?
I don't know if I can. It's more of a feeling. Chow mindset is just... It's... Ciao.
Exactly.
Ciao.
It's like an elevated pay no mind.
Totally. Yeah.
But it's like next level. It's like, what are you talking about? I don't know. Ciao. Have fun with it.
Ciao.
I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta say, Trump is
He
the
really
king
is
of chow.
chow mindset.
King of chow.
Wow.
He's definitely, by the way, he's definitely gonna reinstate
General
that.
chow.
He's definitely gonna reinstate that captain. That not Air Force, the aircraft carrier fucking loser.
Oh fuck! Can you hold on 1 second? I have another call. Hello. Great, thank you.
This is all I gotta say about that. Women be fucking shopping. You cannot stop a woman from shopping. Look at this shit. The third phone call. We've been streaming for 46 minutes? Ridiculous. I can't believe this. Liz is... What is this? What is this? What is even... What am I supposed to do with myself? Here, I'm going to flash her when she gets... Not with my dick. With the light. See how much she likes that. I'll say something nice about Liz while she's gone. I loaned Liz $50,000 recently. And she has... Well, actually, that's a lie that I can't finish because I can't think of something else to say there. No, I'll tell you guys. I'll show you guys. Ooh. Well, I was gonna show. Oh, check out these. I got. Oh, fuck. I should prank Liz with these.
Don't do it.
Fuck, did you hear me?
Were you putting the teeth in?
No.
Oh, what were you doing?
Nothing. Nothing. I'll do it later.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh no, totally. Will there be any further interruptions, or should I?
No, we're good. We're good.
You're lucky.
Ciao.
You're lucky. You're lucky. I'm one of the knights of the Great Plains. That's right. A real range gentleman. And were you on someone else's stream?
No.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't ask me before you went on that Glenn Greenwald thing.
You never ask me. We don't do that. I thought.
Yeah, but I'm the guy.
No. Oh my god.
What you sipping on?
Some iced tea.
Nice. I should get some iced tea.
I made some iced tea today.
You made it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's also possible.
It's just like ice cream tea.
I should make some. I love iced tea. I love a nice iced tea.
It's nice to have it in the house.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good little treat when you can't have a coffee. So I'm looking for my charger. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Liz, are you sure? I was just gonna call you, but you know what? I think that we've been belaboring the point.
That would be cute. No, I'm good. I'm sorry.
Fellas,
I'll
you hear
think about
that?
it later.
Always call women. Pretty much immediate. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever given a guy the wrong number and then they've called it in front of you?
No.
It happened to my other friend.
Should I tell the Ryan Gosling story on this? I don't know if I can tell that story.
Ma'am, if you don't tell that story, I'm leaving.
I'm sure it's fine. I can tell it.
It's
I just
fine.
listened to it.
He's probably gonna get corona.
So a friend of mine met Ryan Gosling at a diner. This was like years and years ago in LA. Super late. He invites her over for like sexy time.
Say allegedly, our fans are saying, which, yes.
Allegedly. And she stays over. They hang out whole night. This is when he lived in like downtown LA. He had this like huge lot. There was all this like weird stuff around. The next morning, he asks her for her number, and she gives him a fake number.
Gave Ryan Gosling a fake number?
This is totally 100% true, by the way.
Wow.
And
That is...
this. You're going to fucking love this phrase.
She's got
You're
monkey mindset.
Dude, she's phased too, because she, like, everyone was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why didn't you give him his number? Give her. And she goes, I'm not sitting around waiting for Ryan Gosling to call me.
Classico.
Yeah, that's phase 2 child mindset girl brain.
No, phase 2, she would have shot him.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Have I ever told you my Killers story? I think I've told that probably on the stream.
The band?
The band, the Killers, who I, by the way, have never heard.
Wait, what's the song that they do?
I don't know. Every time I've told this story, people mention a song that I've never heard.
What is it? Is it the one that's like, I'm doing this? I can't remember it. Isn't it the like, it's really annoying? Yeah, Mr. Brightside. That's it.
I thought that was Oasis. One person says I have. Have I? I have told it.
It's like really annoying.
Oh, I have told it. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm not Yeah, they are. I feel like I had a girlfriend that made out with the clown from It, Skarsgård, but there's two Skarsgårds.
Oh, the younger Scars. He's handsome. I made out with Connor Oberst when I was 17. That's my claim to fame.
Hey Liz, does this wait? I'm doing it again. Does this make you horny, baby?
No.
Does this? I hated Bright Eyes so much because I had a huge crush on this girl who loved them, and I was just like, I can't. Like, this is, even at 13, so lame that I can't get behind this. No disrespect. I'm sure he's a great kisser. Didn't that guy get in trouble for kissing young girls?
No, that was like fake, I think.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
There was like a weird LiveJournal person, but it was during the like Me Too.
Yeah, it was fake, I think. I think it was.
And everyone was like, we got to believe her. And then they're like, no, but she's clearly like mentally ill. Like it was something weird was happening. I can't really remember.
Yeah. I had the same English teacher as Tupac.
What?
You know Tupac?
Mm.
You know English class?
Yeah.
Same lady. She was old as fuck. I mean, to be honest, I was only in there for 3 months. I only went to that high school for 3 months. It was not. Mm. I got kicked out of the first high school I went to for wearing a Gigi Allen shirt that said, I think I was 12 when I entered high school. Just because of my birthday, like I'm like the lower end of grades. At the like I'm younger than everybody else in the grade.
Yeah.
And it was that Gigi Allen thing. He's like passed out drunk, drinking, or he's like drinking a bottle or something like that.
Oh yeah,
it says,
I know
drink, fight, and fuck.
Yeah.
I had a sleeveless Gigi Allen shirt. I was like very little. I had a little growth spurt after that. I was very little. And the shirt just said drink, fight, and fuck. And I went to this high school for one day. And they asked me to leave. And I went to another high school.
Same shirt.
No, I did wear the same shirt, but they didn't care at that one. And then I got sent away, blah, blah, blah. And then I came back. And I got sent away. I count that as my third high school. I guess I went to 4 high schools. No, I went to one other one somewhere in there. Yes, I went to another one somewhere in there too. But it's like, I got, like one day also. But I didn't get kicked out. I just left. And then the final one I went to, you could smoke cigs. And that fucking rocked. There was ashtrays in the high school.
We used to sneak to the little park on our breaks and smoke cigarettes. And it's like, we must have stunk like cigarettes, but none of the teachers seemed to care, I guess.
I mean, I thought I used to like, because we'd all like spray each other with like this girl, when I went to like high school, some girl's perfume and like put gum in our mouths and shit. But they know. They just are like, if you're one of the kids that smoke cigarettes, they write you off as one of the kids that smoke cigarettes. You know?
Yeah, I think teachers liked me.
I could see that. Were you good in school?
Yeah. I'm a smart kid.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems.
Not much anymore. It's just like kind of like.
You seem like you could like pay attention.
Yeah, but then I also like would get really, not bored is not the right word, but I would get kind of bored.
Antsy?
With the material.
Yeah, you know me. I was like, where's the Kierkegaard, bitch?
We did read Kierkegaard in my high school, actually.
What high school do you go to? College high school?
No, because we had to take theology every year.
Yes.
And so the second year was more like moral philosophy. So we did a lot of kind of like 101 moral philosophy texts.
My high school didn't give you homework, and I told them that I had a job, and they let me leave at 11:30 a.m. every day. So I went to high school for 3.5 hours every day for 2 years. Well, I didn't go to high school most days, but because they also didn't really count absences. But hey, it makes me feel better because look, now we're both on the same podcast, same job.
I know, right? The great equalizer is the Patreon economy.
I'm telling you, fellas, you want revenge against women who've A, spurned you, or B, are smarter than you. Start a podcast with them.
Mm.
Revenge rocks, dude. I wish more people had wronged me. I've been wronged by plenty of people, actually.
I don't like revenge. I think it's ugly.
I would say I live for it.
You've said this before, and I don't think that's good. I think that's like an ugly feeling.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know who else lived for revenge, Liz? A little guy named Jonathan Wick.
He's cool. I'll give you that.
And
that has more to do with Keanu, though.
Let me ask you this, though: if John Wick
Renaissance with that guy, it's totally wild.
It's too bad about the
what?
You know, he's in the flight logs.
No, he's not.
Anytime a woman around me mentions that there's a man that they admire, I'm like, well, you know, it's too bad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All those pictures of him and Alan Dershowitz.
You could just say, you know what you should just start saying is like, ugh, but then that Me Too thing happened.
It's just like, and people are like, that probably did happen.
Yeah, they don't want to, you know. So.
No, it's like, ooh. There was God. I just remember there was a guy after an AA meeting I went to a while ago that was listening to Bill Cosby in his car. Like, there's no story to that. I'm just like, what a toothpick fell out of my mouth.
Yeah, but you know me. I mean, I'm not one to say that anything should be erased from anything.
I know, but it's like, were you listening to that? You're listening to Bill Cosby's stand. It's not funny.
Well, that's a different judgment call. You can talk about it on that merit.
They build off each other.
I don't know. A lot of people like Cosby.
Listen, I'm getting plenty of flack for having produced and directed and put out that Louis C.K. special, so let's not start with this.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it.
I never liked him.
I kind of liked him sometimes, although it did get really tired really quickly.
I feel like
it's like so repetitive.
It's the same shit over and over. I'm ugly. And
over and over, listen, but in like different ways.
If I want to hear an ugly guy who jacked off constantly and hated himself, I'm already in the boys' chat.
Who are you talking about?
Big Dave. Have any other podcasts started streaming yet?
I don't know. Oh, I think Cumtown is. They're doing like they call it like live podcasts.
Yeah, they're doing their podcast is so fucking. I mean, those guys, they have it made. I don't even think they edit it. I saw someone said that they thought we did like 4 hours of material and edited it down to an hour and a half. Let me tell you, not the case. But we have to research.
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm just saying, if we did a podcast, we didn't have to research. That would fucking rock.
Oh,
yeah,
that's like basically what we're doing on Twitch.
I know. I can't believe I still have a 40% ownership stake in Cumtown, so it's like at least I get, you know, but Cumtown too. I like TrueAnon because there are no fucking video games. Do other ones stream video games? Ugh.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I've been doing. I had a good idea, but I can't say it on here.
Okay.
I also had an idea a little while ago of leaking a sex tape, not of myself, of somebody I could say was myself, who's really good at fucking.
This is a terrible idea. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna do it, but like if I just had the idea, doesn't mean I have a lot of ideas, and I'm not going. I go through with very 99.999% of them. I do not go through with, because I don't want to get in trouble. But if I was, let me rephrase it like this: if I was a celebrity, then I would leak a sex tape. I would pay a guy who's really good at fucking. Remember that? Fuck. We still haven't found. No, this is a great time to ask. I don't even care about my idea anymore. Can you guys please link us videos?
Okay, wait. Before you say it, Brace and I have been trying to figure out how to Google these videos for like 2 months.
It's difficult. It's more difficult than you might think. I need the videos of the oftentimes single, sometimes duo, sometimes quadruple groups of many times younger men air fucking in like a serious manner, often via TikTok. I don't know if any of them go back to Vine. Like, but they do like they'll all be standing around in a circle, and like one guy will get down there and he'll do like the worm, but he's like also like touching titties. Like can you make sure that there are 1,700 people watching the stream. One of you must know what I'm talking about. I think many of you know what I'm talking about, but one of you please link it to me. I need to see this. It has been, I think.
Okay, so they're like
grinding.
Yeah, but sometimes they do it all at once.
Yeah, when they do it all at once, I get like it's like system shock.
It's not synchronized, but there's no other person. It's just the one person on the bed or usually on the ground.
Wait, hold on. Someone linked a video. 5 guys tag team. Oh, dude. Is this it? This. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes, like that. Like
No, there was guys who were better at it. Can you find? There was one particular where like there was like 4 young.
Good. But how do you find them?
Oh, this guy in the back here. Look at him! Look at him! How do you do that? Where's the woman? Pressure.
Wait, now they're doing it together.
No, he's just behind him. Can you guys find us? All right, I gotta hold on. Let me save this link in my notes app, which is where I save links.
How do we find it though?
Now
it's like 10 years old. Who cares? We were just trying to find it. We can't Google it. It's not like we think it's like no one has ever seen this before.
I just literally can't find it. Fuck. Now I can't look in the chat.
Gosh, people think they're so clever.
Search grind on me in Vine.
More clever.
Brace, when you worked at that boxing gym, did you ever work with any notable boxers? No. The boxers, I worked with Ed the Iron Man Gutierrez. He fucking rocked. I think he had a stroke though.
Watched it on his stream a couple nights ago. Well, I don't watch.
I don't know. But that does make sense. I will text Felix. I'll text Will. I don't know how to make them see what I would be looking at on the screen, except I can look at you. Let me rephrase this. I don't know how to make our faces elsewhere while another screen of my screen is playing at the same time. It doesn't make... I don't know how to do that. So, you know what I'm saying? Can you send me air sex videos? If he doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to look like a fucking idiot. Stupid. OBS is easy to set up. No, it's not. Let me be perfectly clear with you. It is extremely difficult to set up. I have the hang of it now only because I leave it on the exact same settings every single time. If I was to erase the window capture source here, I would literally never be able to stream again. For God's sake.
I think I get more than you do.
Also, hey, quick question out there to Twitchland. We have streamed enough times to be made the first rank of streamer.
What does that mean?
It's either affiliate or partner, the earlier one. Grind Me and TikTok is the hookup. Do I need the TikTok app for this?
Oh, it's on TikTok.
Is it on TikTok? Okay, yeah, but I don't know how to. I don't have the app. Oh yeah, hell yeah! All right, I gotta get a TikTok. I don't want to. That just made me feel like I got Grind me tick.
I don't want you to get TikTok. That's like a disease.
You guys, I told you I take a lot of notes for the show. Oh, you can't see that. That's my air sex notes.
We'll look at it later.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably be looking at it later while you're talking to me. And I'll be like, yeah. Oh, man. Bernie? Wow. But I should get the TikTok app. I'm not doing TikTok, guys. It's funny. I actually just remember this. These are long gone now. Because
TikTok is cringe, dude.
I mean, it's just that's no place for a 30-year-old man, baby. But when I was like 15, that was when vlogs started coming out. Me and my friends were like, we'll make like a parody vlog, but I'll just like talk shit on people I know. And I did one about the pirate punks. That's the only one I did. I did one about the pirate punks. It was up for 2 days because 2 days later I was just like, those guys are fucking. But I was like doing like in like the style of like a vlogger, so it was like kind of funny because it's like I'm talking about pirate punks was awful group of crust punks who lived in the East Bay of the Bay Area, who were like regular crusties in that they wore like black denim with a lot of studs, and they had skull and crossbow motifs, and they called each other by pirate nicknames and lived in. I was not a big fan of these guys. I made fun of them in this. And then they beat me with, they ripped the legs off a chair.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. And
they beat you with peg legs.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
They did. They were on Bar Rescue? They are definitely the kind of, yeah, I got to go to Libertatia play a pirate punk show. There was a few of them that were all right, but I will say, I did not get along with those guys very well. That is horrible. We got beat up all the time back then. It's fine. They also once, this is kind of a dark story. You remember that band Limp Wrist?
No.
Oh, it was this band Limp. They were gay guys. So it's okay for them to be called that. It was one of the guys from that band Los Crudos. It was like an all-gay band. Mostly, yeah. I mean, well, the drummer was like not gay, but they didn't tell anyone that. Me and this guy Scott from that band were at this place called the Hazmat, this warehouse with no windows, and I was like 17.
Wait, what's that?
That was in Oakland, but I can't remember where. It was like near downtown Oakland. It was like a punk warehouse that the pirate punks lived at, and me and him were blasting cigs at this show, and there was this girl I knew there, and like, but not well, and she had a baby with her, and I was like, lady, you got the fucking baby in here? What's going on? You gotta get the baby out of here. And she was like, why? And I'm like, well, you're wasted, and like, I know you don't have a kid, so like, I don't know whose baby that is. She's like, I'm babysitting. I'm like, do they know you have her at the Hazmat? Which they did not, and which she told me. They didn't. And I was like, I mean, it's just like, I'll put out my cigarette, but everyone's smoking in here. There's no windows. It's like a pretty bad, really loud. Like, they shouldn't even be dogs in here, let alone like a baby, you know? And she's like, fuck off. And we were like,
that was so fry.
There we go. And I was like, you're fucking like, you're stupid. You're fucking crazy. Like, never talk to me again. And then about a month later, I was on a date with a girl. It's actually not that funny of a story, but I was on a date with a girl from community college, and I had never, like, it was our first date, and I was like, let's go see, there was that band Apache. Remember them, the garage rock band? For some reason, they were playing, it was like a garage rock band. For some reason, they were playing at Hazmat, and I took her to that, because she was like a kind of a garage turkey, and that girl is there, and she's like, she told everyone at the warehouse that like I fucked with her or something before, like that, like I like pushed her around or something. I met this person one time in my entire life, but and they chased me out of there, and I was like, I didn't find out later why they chased me out, and like it was just like she was just like he was a dick to me or something. And so all these guys like were, because she was like a young girl. I think she was like also like 18, so I'm sure all these like 40-year-old crusties were like wanted to fucking bang her more than anything. And I got chased down the street by not only a guy with one leg, but a guy with no legs, a guy in a wheelchair, and 5 other guys. It looked like the cover of this crust band Disrupt. They have like a record where it's like a diverse group of punks, but it's like every kind of guy. There was a skinhead guy chasing me. There was a Mohawk maiden chasing me. There was like all these kind of guys chasing me.
On the Crayola box.
Yeah. And then Justin from No Bunny picked me up in a car and prevented me from getting hurt. But I didn't have a cell phone back then.
Whoa.
And so this girl, I just left her there. I was like, date's over, baby. I'm sorry. I saw her in class the next week, and she was like, why did you leave me at that warehouse? I was like, it's kind of a long story.
Justin, what was his last name? Justin. Maybe I should say.
I can't remember his last name. Justin Champlin. He doesn't care. I seen his dick. I went to tour with them. They're good. No.
I know. I forgot nobody. I feel like we've been in memory land. We were talking about all the old San Francisco bands.
Yeah. It was like that band. It was like that movie Suburbia. There's 2 Suburbias. There's Penelope Sphere's Suburbia. Yeah, it's like all those guys were chasing me. Ridiculous. I was at this Crash show, Brace. No, I did see Conflict though. They sucked. I bet Trump reinstates that naval captain.
Wait, so what naval the one that snitched?
Captain Crozier. Yeah, he's a French naval lieutenant, seconded to the American.
He's a French?
No. I was just being a dork.
I haven't been following the story. Can you tell me?
So, COVID-19?
Yes.
Check this out. Ships, aircraft carriers?
Yeah, I know. And this guy, he came out and he said he broke ranks.
He wrote an email that he knew was going to leak or something. It was like, please, blah, 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 blah. Then
you can't do that in the military.
You can't do that in the military, but I don't fucking care. There are no heroes for me except for the noble seamen.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, that's like the one thing you're supposed to do in the military is follow orders.
Yeah.
Literally, what you do, you follow orders.
Well, the Secretary of the Navy was like, you're out of here. And then the fucking Secretary of the Navy, his ass flies to Guam, calls the guy. And this guy, there was those videos of his fucking, his water troops being like, Captain Crozier, blah, 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 blah. They all liked him or whatever. He was like, don't let them die of COVID. So I see where they're coming from. The fucking Secretary of the Navy goes down there, and he gets on the ship's intercom, and he's like, your captain's fucking stupid. No, he's like, he's either stupid and ignorant or whatever, or he's betraying the chain of command. And everyone just heard him say stupid and ignorant. And then that got leaked to the press, and then that fool had to quit that night. So I got to say, COVID doing a wonderful job against the United States military preparedness. But anyways, that guy, the Secretary of the Navy, has to quit because everyone's like, you can't call him stupid. And then he gave the dumbest speeches like, I know that you guys are afraid, but you'd be afraid if there was hypersonic missiles flying. It's like, no one's sending a hypersonic missile at the U.S. Navy. What do you think there's going to be? You think we're going to fight the Barbary pirates, dude? I'm like, you're an aircraft carrier. You have a McDonald's on board.
Baby. Water fights.
Well, my buddy, you know what? My buddy, I wanted to have him come on stream to talk about the Merchant Marine situation, but we can save that for next time or something. But apparently, there are pirates.
Of course.
Well, when I found out about that when I was 18, I got real excited. I was like, I actually thought I could go be one.
No, you have to be like Somali.
No, the Somali pirates, that's small change. I want to be a pirate in the South China Sea.
Maybe perhaps a little Penzance?
I was in Pirates of Penzance.
You were you?
I was. Yes, I played.
No, I didn't know that.
There's video of it, although not obviously online. It's a VHS.
Oh my god!
I was on.
Does your dad have it?
My dad does have it. Yes. I didn't sing. I had because it was kids doing it, so they invented a bunch of background roles. I had a background role.
That is so cute.
The next year though, I was in a performance of a original play, I think, called Music, Peace, and Flowers, which is a dramatic retelling of Woodstock, and I got to be one of the guys that owned the farm, And the girl I had a crush on from the year before, my parents sent me to theater camp, which I detested. I used to chew up pretzels and spit them in the toilet and then say, look, I threw up. And so I would go home. So I was not a very good act. I hated it. But I had to hold her hand. And then the next camp I went to, she wouldn't even acknowledge that I was alive. She wouldn't even look at me like I thought I would be. I probably held her hand too good.
I was a big theater kid.
I remember it was music, peace, and flowers. Flowers everywhere. It was not good. Yeah, theater camp. So I saw someone say Jew camp. It is like Jew camp. And they taught me how to be the manager of a theater.
I was a big theater kid.
Were you really?
You didn't know this about me?
I mean, I knew you were clowning.
No, this is separate from being a clown.
Oh, really?
I'm not even paying attention.
What play? Yes, it's separate from being a clown. I'm sorry. Someone just posted this. I want to see
what it is. Oh, nice. You're looking at the news?
Someone just posted it. COVID cases, but
you're looking at Twitter? I'm not even looking at Twitter. I can't even reach my phone. Look. Ooh, can't reach it.
I feel like, no offense, darling, you spent probably enough time on your phone this stream.
Mm-hmm. No, I was a big musical theater kid. That's like what I wanted to do, was be an actress. And I did musical theater with a guy who's really famous now, who was in the show Glee and I went to school with him, Darren Criss.
The magician?
No, he's not a magician. He was in the Versace movie, TV show movie.
Oh, I used to see the ads for that. Only in Castro Station.
Yeah. We did lots of musicals together.
Oh. What plays were you in?
I was Miss Hannigan in Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. Adelaide and Guys and Dolls.
I've never... Keep going.
There was other ones. I did a bunch of stuff like at ACT, which is like separate from school. Like,
yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, I was like totally like wanted to be an actress when I was a kid.
I think you'd be a great actress.
Oh, thank you.
You always act like you're happy to see me, even though I know you're not.
That's not true. Method, baby.
Yeah, I was a bit of a method actor too.
Methadone actor.
Ooh.
I told you I'm in a good mood.
I know. Look at you. Clapping back at me. Well, you know what? Listen, Gyllenhaal told me I could play myself in the movie. Now she's not acknowledging me. How did Brace and Liz meet?
We already told this story. Look it up in the archives.
Yeah, we talked about that like on the first stream.
No,
that was an episode a long time ago. Liz and I met on Grindr.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh my god, I almost said it out loud. I totally knew you were going to say that.
We could just start. Love Brace reading that to put his name first. I don't know what I read. If you got the Jake Gyllenhaal paycheck, would you actually do the movie? No. If they let me executive produce it, I would executive produce it. No.
You don't have experience. You don't know how to executive produce. What are you gonna do?
Isn't that aren't you just sexist? Aren't you just like, hey doll, give me a coffee? I don't know what they do. What do producers do, dude? Nobody knows. This is the magic of Hollywood. Literally the only producer I can name is Harvey Weinstein. So I'm not about to, as long as I don't do that, I think I'm good.
Until he wasn't.
Yeah, they love that guy. I'm sorry. How do you... Anybody who claimed that they didn't know was that is a bunch of baloney. I knew. No, I've got my own... I've got my own film that I've been working on.
What is it?
It's a little bit of a sex tape.
No, stop doing this bit again.
I'm laying the groundwork. Thoughts on Camus? You don't want to hear my thoughts on Camus. Come on, give me a break.
On Camus? Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay, Brace. I would like to step outside for a second. And when we come back, I think we should talk about Biden and Bernie.
Okay, yeah. Hey, no, sorry. I'm on the phone with somebody. No, totally. No, she'll be gone for a while. No, she's gone now. I know, but it's only till I can find someone else to do the podcast with. Yes, I know. Yes, I know she's not Jewish, dude. But that's fine. Listen, Harv, I gotta go. Boy, howdy. Well, I don't know what. I guess I can just look at the chat and respond to things in here. So I guess when other people do this, it looks like they have 2 computers, but that seems a little too rich for my blood. Also, I don't know where I'd put them. Don't have that big of a desk. Thoughts on Tito? Why do I want to talk about Tito? No, come on. That shit didn't work. My buddy's grandfather was vice president of Yugoslavia during Tito. You having a cedar? Does it look like I'm having a cedar? Oh, prank. Oh, duh. Thank you, guys. Correct. Prank. Fuck. Did you see Cro-Mags at Chaos and Chaos? I think I did. I've seen Cro-Mags before, but I don't know. I know I saw Cro-Mags once here. I don't know if that was... So, fuck. Am I going to need a napkin? Like, is this going to stain my shirt? Oh, fuck it. Talk about OCs. The drummer from my old band was in the OCs. Or is in the OCs. I used to live with the guy from that band. Thoughts on Ojalon? No. Can we get an episode on the EU? Yeah, but I've been working on... I have, like, all this shit. I'm doing deep research on EU. And its monarchical roots. Reagan Youth or Jerry's Kids. Neither of those bands are that good. Are you going to vote for PSL? Yeah, probably. I know that lady. Brace keeps sending the Patreon notes. So I do. Hey, let me ask you guys this. I posted, instead of sending everybody a message, I posted a Patreon post that was like, we're doing a stream. Does that work? Do you guys still see that? Because I feel like we got like adults that, you know, people get mad at me. It worked. You guys did see it. Because I also, here's a little funny thing for you guys. I didn't remember the Patreon password for a very long time. And so I subscribed to our own Patreon. I also do that. So where's Virgil? I don't know. What's the deal with that? Did he disappear or something? He disappeared. Brace, did you date Dasha? Yes. There's a fucking... People wrote blog posts about that. Do drug reviews. I don't do drugs. Matt said they're beefing. I'd like to hear from him. I'm sure it's fine. He's a weird guy. I'm sure that he's... I mean, which I don't think is anyone's secret. But I think he's doing fine. I don't know. Nick Drake. I don't like Nick Drake. When will Big Dave be on the pod? I would love to have Big Dave in my podcast, but he's just too rude. Did you date the sexy rabbit cop from the movie? No. Who the fuck is Nick Drake? Respect for that. Brace, how do I come out as gay? Do a Twitch stream. Talk about Gramsci. I understand when people talk about it. Hey, I've read a couple of Gramsci books. I don't know. What do you want me to do? Talk about it? It's read the book yourself. Make up your own mind. Favorite part of PCH? What are you fucking... It's Big Sur. New Epstein book. I ordered it. It hasn't gotten here yet. I don't know. It can't be worth... That last Epstein book came out. I'm not talking about the Jane Patterson one. I'm talking about... It's called like Epstein, like Dead Men Tell No Tales or something. It fucking sucked. I do respect 6 authors writing a book and getting out like a month after the Epstein story broke, but yeah, book sucked. Nothing good in there. Do you like movies? I do not like movies, famously so. Thoughts on post-acute withdrawal symptoms, like not wanting to do anything? Just got to power through it. Sugar. I'd normally say go be social, but you can't. So, I mean, yeah. Post-acute withdrawal is tough, but it also doesn't last forever. And you think it's gonna, you're like, but I feel like physically okay. How come I feel mentally fucking fucked up? But like, it doesn't. And like, if you read on the internet, it'll make you more crazy. It's different for everybody. It could last for like a week. You don't fucking know that. Everyone on the internet says it's gonna last for all this long. It doesn't. Also, exercise. You always read that and you never want to do it, but exercise really does help. As a gay person, get outed by the gay porn in your family history. Yeah, that's actually that's good. Because then your parents are like, what's going on there? Weight gone down or up during Corona, can't tell. I've weighed the same thing since I was fucking 18 years old. Doesn't matter what I do. Will you do a Trilateral Commission episode? We don't have to. The new leader of the Labor Party is a member of the Trilateral Commission.
Isn't that funny? No one wants to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Some of y'all ain't ready to talk about Keir Starmer being part of the Trilateral Commission. Have you ever read that book, House of Sod, House of Bush? Vonnegut recommended. You know what's funny? My dad got Kurt Vonnegut sober.
Really?
Yeah, my dad was covering, I don't know what Republican convention was in Detroit, but let me look it up which one. But my dad was covering a Republican convention, Detroit Republican. This will help narrow down the year, at least, that this was. 1980. In 1980, my dad was covering the Republican convention there, and he was a radio producer. He was out there doing a show. He was a journalist for, like, KPFA, not for anything crazy. And Kurt Vonnegut was supposed to do it with him. He was also doing it for something else, and he was like, Kurt Vonnegut was supposed to, like, be the... It was like a funny thing someone thought of, like, oh, I'll send Kurt Vonnegut to cover it. But Vonnegut wouldn't come out of his room because he was so fucked up and drunk. And so my dad was like, what the fuck? This guy is like morose. He was calling him up, my dad in the room, be like, I'm going to kill myself, blah, blah. And my dad was like, Jesus, fuck. Like, I got to get the story done. So he calls down this big Texas motherfucker he knows. This guy is like a 10-gallon hat motherfucker. And gets, and like sits with Kurt Vonnegut for like 2 days while he like starts to kind of come off as drunk. And then the guy takes him to the other guy, like I think takes him to AA, and he stayed sober after that. My dad once went over to his house. Is your dad Jack Belden? No. And then my dad went over, only hung out with him one more time, but he was in wherever Kurt Vonnegut lived, and he called him up, and he and his wife took my dad out to dinner.
Wow, that's a cool story.
Hold on, it's really hot as always. I gotta turn this shit down.
Dude, my meters are still fucked up.
It's still not working?
No, it's like, I don't know. I have the old radiators, steam heat, baby. And I don't know. The one in my bedroom is like, I can hear it right now. It's totally, there's like a leak, I think, and I have to call someone. I don't think I can fix it myself, unfortunately. Whew. What are you guys doing? What does that mean? Oh, bleed. I know. I don't know how to bleed my radiator. It's so old that I'm like a little afraid to do it. Someone should. I did try to YouTube it on the YouTube, but
would you try YouTube?
How to fix my radiator? How to bleed my radiator?
So is that the problem? I
think so, but it's the one in my bedroom, and it's so fucking loud. There's a problem. I don't know. It's totally not interesting at all.
I'm thrilled hearing about it.
That will be the radiator, ask your landlord. Okay, fine. Okay.
Should we start talking about Biden and stuff?
I guess we were going to talk about it. I feel like not totally in the mindset, but I think I can probably get there.
Well, I'm you know what, baby? I am in the mindset.
All right.
I'm not morose like a lot of people I feel like are feeling very morose. But
I'm not morose else either. I mean, I also felt like I felt like we kind of dealt with the initial like bummer feeling, if not before, at least on Super Tuesday.
Well, it's funny. It's like we've like titrated down. Like we've been like weaning ourselves off of Bernie since then. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just very clear, like, you know.
Yeah, that's I'm saying. It's like the letdown is like not really like.
So it's like a little, I mean, I guess I wasn't surprised, but I was a little surprised by the kind of like overwhelming, although I'm not totally surprised. I don't know. I guess I was more surprised that like it seemed like people were shocked, and I was a little confused by the shock maybe. But I don't know. Maybe that's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like I think people just I don't know. I don't really know where to begin with it because it's like obviously like there was no path forward after Super Tuesday that was like viable. I mean, like literally it was mathematically possible if like he was doing better, you know?
Frozen. Oh no, I'm back. It was frozen for me. Now I'm back. Yeah, I mean, I think that like and this is kind of like what I tried to talk about on Greenwald and what you and I have talked about, but it was like, the problems, setting aside, so there's like two things to look at, right? Or two things to analyze, I guess.
This and this.
Yeah. Well, there's the campaign, and then there's sort of like the more historical and structural components to just like the American political landscape. And I'm not really interested in talking campaign stuff. I mean, I have opinions, but I also like, I'm not a campaign staffer, and so I just like don't find that like, I mean, I have opinions, but I also think that like that level just doesn't personally interest me to talk about. I don't know how you feel, but like, it's like, I'm not running a campaign. I don't really know, like those choices are different. I think a lot of people that focus on that stuff are still like kind of West Winged out and imagine themselves like the mover and shaker behind the campaign. Although I do criticize, but I also just don't find that level of analysis like, it's almost beside the point, maybe, or at least like moving forward. I don't know, maybe not, but I'd say it hasn't piqued my interest yet, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I just think as having been involved in like a bunch of campaigns, it's like sometimes they do weird shit that looks weird from the outside, but like makes sense internally, and like they're looking at different shit than everyone else is looking at. Like they have their own polling that's like not going to get released, and like. They have like certain like they have strategies. I gotta say, some of the Bernie stuff I was a little confused by, but I also don't know. Like it could be that like polling showed that like attacking Biden was a really bad move to make, right? And that's why he didn't do it. Like that's likely that that's true.
I don't know. I don't know. That maybe. I also think that gets more into like who the candidate is, which is also like a.
But that's what I'm saying is like. Everyone was like, oh, well, Bernie doesn't want to do this, which I think is true. And I think some of the postmortems mentioned that, but it's also like, that also could be like very, I don't know. So I'm not like really interested in figuring that out.
You have to ask about staffing because it's like if the candidate isn't willing to fight, then you have to make him.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to win? And
what I think we were talking about earlier is that like, it kind of doesn't matter if he had. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if I would go that far, but it's also impossible to like litigate, and maybe that's why I don't find a lot of that. Like, I think there's stuff to criticize more about than like don't get me wrong, I fucking love Bernie, like I do, but I think that a lot of the things people were looking for in terms of like being incredibly direct, going after the Democrats, whatever, like, he isn't that candidate. And that was like a specific choice that they made. And we can criticize that choice, but also like everything else kind of flowed from that.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like, and I think they were kind of caught in a weird thing. Again, I don't want to dwell on this or anything, but I think they were caught in a weird thing where, like, you know, when Zephyr Teachout wrote that thing called Biden Corrupt, and then they were like, eh.
No, you have to defend that in my mind. Also,
it's like, this is something we've talked about too a lot. It's like, damn, it really sucks that, like, we can't call this guy whose son took a $50,000 a month oil fucking man job corrupt.
Well, that's the thing, because and I guess that gets to my point, like, that it's like stemming from the larger issue, which is that you had to decide, and he had to decide this in 2016 or after 2016, right? That you are either going to be antagonistic to the party or you're not. And they chose not to be. And you saw that through the development of, like, those organizations like Our Revolution or Justice Democrats, or, you know, specifically Our Revolution, because that's the Bernie one, right? That really didn't go anywhere. And from my understanding, had some pretty big flaws to it, just structurally.
It was just weird, like, progressive career people at the top of it.
Yeah. But it's like you had to just make that decision, because you can't be outsider and insider. And so you either have to run again against the party, which then, you know, and by the party, I mean also the associated apparatus, which includes media, right? Or you say, no, I'm going to play by their rules and still win. And that was the kind of gamble they took. And I think one of the things that, you know, you and I were talking about that, and actually someone else and I were talking about, Anton Yeager, who's a great scholar.
Maybe you should do a podcast with him.
No, but he and I were talking, he made a really great point that, like, he said the left is not good at mourning.
Yeah.
M-O-U-R-N, mourning, because part of the process of mourning is, like, coming to terms with death and failure and learning from that. And, like, I guess my only advice is, like, there needs to be a lot of that, because this wasn't, like, close.
Yeah. We didn't get this, like, snatched.
Much closer. Like, it's April and he's done. This was not close. Like, the Democrat, he has less than 25%. I mean, this is just the hard truth. And I'm sorry if, like, no one wants to hear this, but I think it's important. Like, he's less than 25% of the delegates. He has absolutely no leverage. He raised what, $180 million, unprecedented, all small donation. It's, you know, and there's nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, what it came down to was really, you know, Obama making 2 phone calls, installing Tom Perez in 2016 and getting Ellison out was number 1, because that fucked the entire operation from the get-go and sent a signal. And 2, getting Amy and Pete to drop out.
I don't think a lot of people remember the Ellison Perez thing, like how that went down.
A big deal. That was a really big deal.
Obama got involved, like, directly. And
famously, he doesn't get involved in anything unless it's, like, you know, Netflix deals or Richard Branson yachts. So, like, those are really the only 2 times that the party had to flex its muscle. And to me, that signals not strength, but weakness on our part. And, like, I think it's important to kind of, like, think through that, because otherwise nothing will change and we're not going to learn anything moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really see, like, I don't know. My prediction, like, in 8 years, there will be, like, some sub-Bernie, like, what's that motherfucker? Like, it'll be like Ro Khanna or some motherfucker like that running.
Oh, don't get me started. These people, no.
It'll be like Ro Khanna or someone like that. Like, I think next 4 years from now, there will be like some minor like person who like a citizen or whatever who tries to do like the Bernie thing, but there won't be like another actual politician to try to take like the Bernie sort of mantle for like another at least 8 years. And I guarantee people will have learned. I mean, no one else. There's nobody who's anywhere close to Bernie. Like Ro Khanna is a bad joke. Not even compared to Bernie, but especially compared to Bernie.
Yeah, I mean, look, like, you know, I think like a really like key point that no one wants to mention is Bernie's been an independent through his entire life.
Sorry, someone just wrote Joshua for president. But yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's...
Like, you can't even, like, could you imagine AOC not being a Democrat?
Insane.
And that's really, so, but here's my point. What does that mean?
Well, what does that mean? I don't know.
Well, you know, I think part of the answer to that question is like lies in understanding where the Democratic Party is and has moved to over the past 20 years.
It's funny, like even a lot of the sort of realignment people that I have encountered since 2016 or before.
What do you mean by realignment?
Some of the DSA people who are like, not like realignment people, but like, we should use the Democratic Party or blah, blah, blah. Like, even that's like it's like...
I thought you meant the other realignment.
What's that, realignment?
Just how, like, there's a total political realignment that's happening.
Yeah. I'm not super wedded to that. I don't know if it's like...
I mean, I think it's happening. I think that we'll see it crystallize depending on who comes out on top after Corona. Like, so much hinges on that, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like
listen, it's like we were talking about earlier. It's like, you know, the Democrats control 10 of the wealthiest 10 districts.
Yeah, but
so
is that particularly new?
You want to operate within a party that controls the top 10 wealthiest districts.
Yeah.
There's a structural problem here because the people that you want to work with are structurally opposed to you. And people don't want to have this confrontation, or they think it's not there.
Yeah, I get what you mean by that, but it's like them controlling the wealthiest 10 or not, like they're still structurally, like all of it's still structurally opposed to all of us, like it always has been. But like, yeah, like I think people do think that like the Democratic Party, whatever, like is, oh, there she goes. I guess she got mad at me for saying that. Well, too bad. Hold on. Let me get the fuck out of here. Huh. Hold on. Goodbye, Liz. Well, I'll just till she comes back. Unlock the room. Oh. You know what's funny is I actually can't unlock the room. Hold on. I'm going to have to stop streaming for a second. To figure this out. Because this stupid... You see the little... How it's not unlocked there? Oh, she says, "Kay, hold on." The cool thing about this is that Liz locked the room, and which means that I can't unlock it because it doesn't show as locked on mine because this fucking stupid fucking program doesn't work very well. How come I never get to leave? How come she always just gets to leave? Oh shit. Good idea. Prank time. No, that's a Blue Chew. Is that an Airsoft? This thing is like 5 years old, so. Alright. If she better come back soon because this tastes fucking gross. Ugh. You got quart bursts? Ugh, it's disgusting tasting. No wonder. Here, hold on. Let me get the trash can so I can spit this into something. Just Juul. More Juul. I want to get like on my front. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Sorry, I think it was my internet. Did you pause it?
No. I don't feel very good.
Oh no, you're pranking me. You think you're so clever. Sorry about that, everyone.
Ugh, God. Dude,
What
I fucking hate
is that? Is it like cherry syrup?
Dude, I fucking hate going down on Elizabeth Warren.
Ew,
Ugh.
dude.
Ugh. Hold on, let me wash my mouth out real quick.
Oh my god. Sorry, you guys. I feel like we were in the middle of stuff and then it just frozen. Goodbye. Is everyone bummed about Bernie or what? I mean, obviously. I mean, I'm bummed too. I wasn't trying to say I'm not bummed, I guess. Or give that impression. We'll talk about it more. We had like a long conversation, Brace and I, earlier today about all of it. But I don't know. It's a bummer.
You guys can't get mad at me for saying that.
Saying what?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, right.
No, the Elizabeth Warren thing.
Oh, yeah, that was funny and good.
What were we talking about? Oh, fucking.
We were talking about. I mean, do you want to keep talking about it? I don't know.
Sure.
Do people want us to keep talking about it?
I feel like we said we were, so we should. I don't want to, but we should.
Well, I think the thing too is that like you and I talked about it earlier, so it's like we kind of got our conversation out of the way.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry, guys.
This
will show me. I will never call Liz again. No, I think. I mean, I'm just like we play by they play by their rules, which I guess makes sense because there's kind of no other game in town. But
what I was saying about the party is that the party is, and the people that you're trying to quote unquote work with are opposed to you, right?
Yeah.
And the only way, in my mind, at least, to exert pressure is not from within, but from outside the party. And I don't mean that in any kind of like anarcho dual power way. And I don't have any prescriptions yet. I kind of said, like, when I was talking to people earlier, you know, I feel like everyone has a lot of thinking to do.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in like a solipsistic retreat way, but like there needs to be a lot of work done analyzing what actually the political landscape looks like and the kind of formations and how it's changed in the last 10 years, right? Because now we've seen, I mean, look, we've seen a complete and total defeat of the quote unquote populist left throughout the world over the past decade. And like that needs to be fucking internalized and talked about and mourned, meaning, you know, there's a lot of self-criticism that needs to happen so that we can move forward, you know, ideally with a different plan, because what we were doing before didn't fucking work. Literally around the globe.
Yeah, in no...
Most Labor, Sanders.
In no country did it work. Well, unless we have a Hugo Chavez type who's ingratiated himself with the military, like I have through my connections with a certain Captain Crozier.
Yeah, I mean that's a different, you know, that's a different thing to talk about.
It worked in Mexico. AMLO is a different beast than he is not Jeremy Corbyn.
And also that's not really, yeah, that's a little different.
It's a very, very, very different dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, I was watching the Jacobin stream, and I think Amber was really good talking about the kind of like resist the triumphalism. But I think it's kind of important because I've seen a lot of people saying we're winning the war on ideas. We've got all these ideas mainstream. And I got to say, like, you guys, that's not how it works. Like, that's not, look, it, you know, the last time that Americans were close to passing universal health care was 1948, right? Like, it's not a secret that people have wanted this for over a century. This is not a new idea. As Bernie would say, this is not a radical idea.
Yeah.
And kind of, you know, looking at polling and saying, oh, we're winning over the electorate. It's like, yeah, but you just got your ass kicked.
I know.
So you're not winning over anything.
There was that poll in like Mississippi where it was like people were sort of being like triumphant about the fact that like, oh, look, most voters want government-run healthcare, universal healthcare. But like they voted for Joe Biden, so I don't know what to tell you. Like they didn't vote for Bernie Sanders. Yeah, I think part of it is like people are looking, and this happens all the time, and within any loss, this is immediately what a lot of people go to, which I understand. I don't blame them one bit for, but I think people want an answer right then. Like,
yeah.
Okay, and it's like you see all those like, I mean, people love to talk tough on the internet, but like Bernie Sanders didn't work. Well, now I'm a revolutionary. It's like, okay, well, I'll see you at the like. What are you talking about? Like, we don't live in like.
We're not in a revolutionary moment, and there's no revolutionary agent, bitch.
Yeah, well, there's like it's.
Bye, ciao.
Yeah, it's cope is what they call it. It's cope, which I get.
It is. It's mad cope.
Man needs his cope sometimes, but like, and women most of the time.
24 hours of cope.
You get 24 hours of cope, but I never want to hear like. I never want to hear from you again. I will hear from you again. I don't want to hear bullshit bluster again. Like it drives me crazy, but I get it. Like I get why people are also looking for like an answer right now. But the answer is that we have to figure out what to do. We can't just like nobody knows. Anybody who's telling you what they know what to do right now is a huckster. Well, they're not a huckster. They're probably just as confused as you.
I've got a 10-point plan, Brace. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. No.
You need. No, I'm not gonna.
You know what?
I'm not gonna
Step
say it.
one. Let's do some thinking. Let's take a step back.
Let's put on our thinking caps. Because I sure as hell am too depressed to put on my Birdie 2020 on. Yeah, I said I'll put on my thinking cap because I'm too depressed to put on my Birdie 20. I am actually too depressed. I love that hat, and it's too depressing to wear it. But I sure as hell can wear this one.
I think, you know, the reason why I say there needs to be some thinking done is because this idea that we're winning and there's momentum, I want to like push back on completely. What? I'm like, we're not winning. We haven't won anything. We have no institutions, and we just got our ass handed by 2 phone calls. Like, that being said, the other reason why I want people to do some thinking is that there is a good possibility that when we come out of Corona, COVID, the plague, whatever you want to call it, the entire political economy is going to look very different, which is something we've talked about on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
And what that means is a total remaking shift in the labor base. And that's going to dictate a lot of things, including, you know, as well as the movement of capital and as well as the kind of new, what I think potentially might be new configurations of the state. And I don't mean immediately. This stuff is slow. It's quick, but it's slow. It's like both, which is very contradictory.
I've had a lot of women say that about me. Like, it happened so fast, but it felt like it was forever.
All right.
Yeah, no, I know what you. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. I think that
just nihilist. No, I'm saying the opposite of nihilism. I'm saying this, dude. Taking a pause and actually doing some work, which is self-criticism and reflection, and saying we just got our ass handed to us and we fucking lost. Now, why is the most important thing you can do right now? Is figure out what the fuck has happened. Because I'll tell you this, labor wasn't interested in that conversation after Corbyn.
No. Well, yeah, I mean
the good parts of labor. But now they've all been like, you know, they're a minority.
Yeah. But they were apparently a minority before then too. Like it seems like it seems like I don't know. It looks like we have I think the Bernie campaign was like a pretty good gauge of our limit right now, right? Which is like a pretty small percentage of the electorate, not even the population, of the Democratic electorate mostly. Or, you know, some whatever, independent, but, you know, basically the Democratic electorate.
No, it's just the Democrats. Because, look, all of the people that were, I mean, look, not only has the party just, like, you know, demonstrably moved to the right since 2016, all of those people in the Democrats that were, in the primary base, that were interested in Sanders, like, left. Like, he couldn't even retain his base from 2016. And the biggest question to ask, and that people really need to, I mean, I'm not in charge of anything, but I feel like entire magazines should be devoted to why did Bernie lose? There should be a fucking symposium. This man had all the momentum, $180 million. I mean, coming out of 2016, great name recognition, $180 million, and the campaign collapsed. What happened? We need to talk about it. We need to be okay with talking about it and admitting that to ourselves. And to be honest, like, the left just is not good at that.
No.
And hasn't been since, I don't know, the 60s?
Well, yeah, since people stopped doing ruthless self-criticism. But yeah, people don't want to criticize themselves. Sometimes they make motions that they have, but that they don't. Someone just asked, do you think political correctness is what's holding back the left? I don't think political correctness is what won Joe Biden, a man who is much less politically correct, or excuse me, like who is much more like, you know, Bernie wouldn't even commit to both less and more politically correct. But no, I don't think political correctness is what's. I think political correctness is like a symptom of shit.
Yeah.
But it's not the problem.
Politically correct is the right term, but it's something we've kind of talked about in the podcast, which is like that activist HR mentality. That's like very, like, you know, it's like the thing with, you know, I think that you had like, yeah, that kind of like, kind of professional activist language that does not translate to like people who are not of that milieu.
Yeah, and it's like not even like it's not even necessarily. It's not even like the
like,
words
that's
them.
not,
It's not it.
we
People want to say that that's it, but it's not.
That's not what I mean. It's like a very specific thing that's like very academic and very like professional activist. That's and it's not about like attitude or language so much as it's even just like view of the political landscape.
Yeah,
like you say, it's like it follows from something more structural that needs to be addressed, I think.
Yeah, like the political correct like candidate in this race was Elizabeth Warren, who did pretty badly.
Yeah,
but, like,
she fucking lost.
Yeah. Well,
she
did the job.
She played her role. That's like a different story.
Yeah.
But I mean, like this idea that like, yeah, I mean, Kamala Harris, Julian Castro, like all these people embodied and staffed up with these kind of professional lackeys.
Mm-hmm.
And all their campaigns fizzled very quickly.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that is, you know, a coincidence.
Yeah. I just think that, like, I don't know. I would tell everybody to, like, not, like, really, I don't know, take a little while and, like, really study things. And, like, you're not going to be able to figure this out tonight or next week or anything like that. And you're certainly not going to be able to figure out where the landscape that we're going to be facing is for a little while longer. But, like, I do think that obviously we are already in, like, a depression, recession, whatever. And a lot of kind of what the, I guess, plan going forward is contingent on, what a surprise. I think is seeing how bad that is and how lasting the effects of that will be. Because fuck, our work landscape could look totally different for the next year after this. I don't know if it will, but I think that, like, I mean, there's pretty unprecedented job loss, and who knows how many people will get their jobs back after this, or like some businesses will reopen, but maybe they'll cut down a little bit in order to make up some of the money that they lost during this. I mean, there could be like. Things could look pretty fucking different.
Further monopolization.
That's the other thing,
which is what
too.
happens after a crisis. So you're going to see. I mean, look, this is, we said don't, you can't predict anything, but like what we've talked about, which is like, I think that we're emerging out of this with an even more, which is wild, polarized political economy, which is you've got the people who are able to work from home and the people who serve the people who work from home, which we have now in this, moment classified as quote unquote essential workers. So, that might be a base to take a look at. I don't know. You know what I mean? I think that, yeah, I don't know. There seems to be all these calls for like, you should feel good about what everyone did. And, I don't want to be like, Debbie Downer, because I'm really like, I really don't look at it that way. I look at like the work of critiquing and everyone getting on the same page and working through what the fuck just happened to be like a good thing. Like, I think that is a productive thing to do. That is the productive thing to do right now, is figure out and debate what the fuck just happened. Because if you don't, and you just continue on as usual, I mean, you're just a fucking mark.
Well, there's no shortages of marks on the left, baby. But yeah, I agree. I don't think anyone, I mean, Bernie was the last, there's no one after that. Like, I'm talking about this international, like, left populist scene. You know what I mean? Like, he was the last guy to give a shot.
Yeah.
Like, there's
like,
not,
I don't know what populism means anymore for the left.
Well, it looks like it didn't work.
Yeah, I feel like again, like Anton had a great point where he said that like fuck, what was it? Now I want to look it up because I thought he said it so eloquently. And he's talking about what you're saying, like the kind of global left populist
Hold on, I have to hear this.
movement. I feel like I can hear it.
Can you? Oh no, it was like an AA phone call. I thought it was
No, I
something
couldn't
else.
make it up. Where is it? It was really good. He said left populism was too left for the age of high populism, but too populist for the age of late neoliberalism. Just because it didn't have the right answers doesn't mean it didn't ask the right questions. That's a very academic angle, but I do think he's right, you know, that there was, you know, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if, like, it doesn't, like, it doesn't matter if you think the moment's over or if you think it's not over. Like, it clearly is. Like, there's no one else there, you know? And, like, that's the thing about populist movements is you need a guy. You got to have a guy. And Bernie, in many ways, was the right guy. And what's up?
Well, it might mean that the right has populist energy and the left doesn't.
Yeah,
and that's another thing to contend with.
I mean, they obviously do to an extent, although it's a sort of, I don't know.
It's also, I just like, I don't even want to say that anymore because I don't know what the right even looks like after this.
Me
or who
either.
those guys, you know what I mean? Like, I just really, I'm really like hesitant to say anything because I just don't know what our economy is going to look like on the other side of this.
But that's the funny thing. It's because, like, okay, yeah, Bernie lost, but imagine how much worse Bernie's loss would be if there wasn't a global pandemic. Because if Bernie lost just to Trump, is like we all know what we're in store for. You know, it's either, okay, 4 more years of Trump is bullshit, or 4 years of Joe Biden. Probably not 8 years. Definitely not 8 years of Joe Biden, his bullshit. And then, like, whatever, it continues. But COVID really throws a wrench in all that. You know? Like,
okay, wait. Speak to Biden. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Go on.
No,
I interrupted
like,
you.
I mean, the international order, at the very least, is going to be pretty wildly different in some respects after this. So it's, and then, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, like, it's silver lining at least. Also, who knows? Maybe both of them could die of COVID-19.
No, one thing I want to say about Biden, and I think this is also important for people to understand because, again, this gets to what I'm trying to articulate about the limits of working within the Democratic Party. And I do think there are opportunities, but also hard limits.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have to be strategic there, right? Is that Biden does not need Bernie voters to win.
No. I don't
So this whole idea of, like, first of all, it's all kayfabe. This whole idea, oh, we're going to court you. It's the same shit Hillary did, whatever. And we should remember that Hillary is and this is kind of perverse considering the fact that, you know, Joe Biden is basically the Walking Dead. But, like, Hillary had more baggage than Biden does.
She killed at least 200 people.
Well, not just that,
really
but
did.
I just mean it like, you know, the American electorate had 15 years already of hating her, like publicly hating her, right? And she almost beat Trump. So this idea that, like, Biden can't beat Trump,
Insane.
I want to be like, pause. You don't know. Because we don't know what's happening over the next couple months. I do think that Trump is stronger than people give him credit for, but I don't think, I think the idea that he can't beat Trump, it seems premature.
I'm not saying he's gonna, but he absolutely can.
Yeah.
Hell,
So
Bernie said it
know,
himself
and
enough
again,
times.
These people don't need you to do it. They don't need you. You have no influence. You have nothing to hang over their heads. This is all media kayfabe. This whole idea of like Matt Iglesias versus Chapo is just a way to kind of play WWE on fucking Twitter. But this stuff doesn't structurally, materially, politically mean anything. These people don't need you. Yeah. So, okay. What does that then mean going forward? And that's the question that everyone needs to kind of sit with.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like there's a reason that like all those like whatever Biden surrogates can be.
I'm not black-pilled. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm blue-pilled.
I'm not being nihilistic. That's the thing. I am actually trying to be positive here because the only way we get through this is through critique. Like, we have to go back to critique.
Well, Marx was, I feel like, fairly strong on that point. Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I can't remember what I was even saying. So it couldn't have been that much, but... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just mostly like not looking forward to all the dumb shit I should just, you know what? I should just log out of Twitter for the next 2 weeks. Or forever.
What? No.
It's just going to annoy me so much because I'm going to see so much either cope or bluster, which, you know, intersect.
I have a feeling the cope is not going to last that long.
I don't think it is either, yeah. But, like, I don't think it's going to last for as long as I want to delete my Twitter for. But, like, I just think that, like, I don't know. Like, Americans are allergic to having a plan. Look at the extreme resistance to having a political party since the post-war sort of Communist Party in 56. Impossible. You can't. I mean, look at how much members of the DSA fucking rebel against being told to do anything, because everybody thinks that they're the hero on the fucking, you know, white stallion, or like that. Americans also have this very peculiar thing that when someone tells you what to do, it's like right wing or something. When it's like it's I don't know. Like, I just don't see, like, in my head. And I think this is not a crazy thing to say, is that things probably have to get a lot worse economically and politically for people in order to really push them towards something.
Which is going to be difficult because if we are correct about the new shape of the economy, things getting difficult from those working from home is not going to happen. And that's a big part of the labor market, yes. Unfortunately.
Yes, and it's a big part of the left is people. I mean, not actually. Oh,
that's a whole other.
Yeah, but it's not as big as people say it is.
No, it is. What we call the left is downwardly mobile professionals.
Yeah, I would say that, like, I would say that many of the leaders of the left are downwardly mobile professionals, but many of the people, like, actually on it are not. Which is, like, also, I'm not even saying that as a diss. That's, like, how it's just always been, basically, except for, like, various peasant movements. Generally better educated people who are lead left-wing movements throughout history. It's just how it's been. I mean, look at you know, Hafiz al-Assad was in the Air Force and was educated, you know, abroad. Bashar al-Assad, same. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like, if you look at history, which, you know, we're always looking at history, baby. That's kind of generally like when things happen. Because right now, a lot of the argument you have towards socialism, okay, you have the healthcare thing, but people can still kind of get healthcare. Like, it's bad. It'll bankrupt them for the rest of their lives, and people die waiting for it a lot of times. But, like, they can still get it. Like, we need to get to the point where they're like, you can't get healthcare. And then you'll probably, I mean, obviously I don't know about that. I don't know.
I do think I think the healthcare I think national health care, beyond the moral reasons, which I want to talk about that actually
Yeah.
after I make this point, the moralism, is that strategically it shores up people from their bosses and it untethers them just like that much more, which gives us more political space in which to build power, right?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of like strategic, I mean, beyond the fact that, we should have, again, beyond the like moral claim, that strategically it makes sense to fight for that because right now everyone's tethered to their employer for this, which only further ties them, into the labor agreement, right?
Go on.
What?
No, I was just gonna say something. Go on.
But I will say that, like, in my experience, people I've talked to that are, I don't know, not of a professional milieu, I'll say, I don't know, down and out, trying to like get life back together, whatever, is that a lot of people's attitude is, I just won't pay. About healthcare, right?
Yeah, that's always been I've never had.
But what they do say is, I wish I could get a job.
Yeah. Wait, you're saying they?
Or I wish I could get a job that I couldn't get fired from. That's a big issue I run into when I talk to people. It's like, yeah, I fucked up once and I got fired from McDonald's and now I don't know where else to go.
Yeah, I mean it's funny because I've always like read or heard arguments about healthcare involving like being tethered to your job, and I was just like, I've never had a job give me healthcare, or like I've never gotten healthcare through work.
No, and I think that's a great point because it means, again, but it points to who you're speaking to, right?
Yeah.
And if you're saying, oh, we're building a movement that's also speaking to these other people, it's like, but you're not, because that's not you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, look, we talk about the college debt stuff. It's like, what fucks with most people I know is consumer debt, not college debt.
Yeah, and I think this is a real blind spot, or it's not a blind spot so much as it is an example of who is making up this movement, because what they're speaking to are their own issues. And it's like, yeah, okay, you've got student debt. Okay. Guess what? Majority of the country doesn't go to college, doesn't have student debt.
Yeah.
So, why not just call for a debt jubilee?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Crazy. Why? Okay. Why not call for mortgage debt relief? You're not homeowners. Okay, but is it because you're not homeowners or because you don't think mortgages should be relieved? I don't know. And I guess those are my questions, because what you're saying is, okay, we're gonna speak to these specific class of voters, but you probably already had them anyway, which was kind of funny too.
Yeah. I mean, I do think part of why Bernie did so good among certain segments of less politically active young people was because of the debt relief. And I think the medical debt relief thing was a huge step in the right direction. But fuck it, just say cancel all debt.
Well, that's what I think.
I mean, you know me, I'm a maximalist for all plans.
I really think you run on that was kind of a claim from Occupy.
I don't know, baby. I was, and boy, am I glad.
Yeah, that was useless.
I was speed reading Engels while on methamphetamine.
Were you?
Oh yeah, I read. That's when I got my big knowledge of Marxism, Leninism, because I had all these books, and I would be like, ugh. And then once I started taking math, plowed through them, took notes, everything. Yeah, I don't know. They should run me. How old am I? 30? Guess I can't do the next one.
I I just like don't know if there's a path. Again, I think there's a difference between local and national.
Yeah. Well, like here
right?
we won locally. Like, we got our guy.
No, but I think that like there are, like I said, I think there's hard limits on presidential, but then that doesn't mean electoralism doesn't work. It just means you have to be realistic about the scale and what you're and where you're doing that and what resource. Like, do you know how badly I just want people to be strategic?
But the thing is,
it's like, fuck, man. Okay. And this is what I wanted to talk about was moralism over strategy.
yeah.
And that this is an issue.
Sorry, I was looking up a quote from Mao. I thought you were going to finish.
Oh, cute. No, but something that we were really talking about, and I think you really wanted to speak about was the kind of liberal moralism that what we call the left is stuck in, which is this idea that because like we are right because it's the right thing to do, and we just need people to understand that we're trying to do the right thing. Like, and also, if you disagree, it means that you're a bad person. Yeah. So that's the other flip of the coin.
Yeah. Like, I think that like
that's not a political argument, right? That's a moral argument. These are two different things.
But it's what I had to say basically about like how things I think need to get worse for some people, because I think for right now a large base of the left is drawn from people who see a moral need for socialism, as opposed to I mean a lot of the countries that went socialist, I mean, there's a reason that they've often been countries on the periphery, or Russia, underdeveloped as it was, or China. Because
the Spanish flu had a big thing to do with Russia, by the way.
Because
all of Europe was dealing with that, and they said, well, I don't know. We're going to intervene. We're all sick.
Because the communists could offer an alternative to the present situation that appeared better. A socialist alternative, which is the name of this new political party I found. No, they could offer an alternative to the present situation that seemed like it would improve people's lives. Whereas right now, I mean, what we have basically, I mean, it would obviously socialism improve people's lives, but I think what it seems like to a lot of people is it would just make things. I mean, we're not even to be clear. Like Bernie's campaign wasn't offering like a socialist America; it was offering social democratic reforms to America. But like, it's like what like we're not offering like a clear alternative that people I think want to embrace, right? And like again, like I need to think about this more, but like it's something to chew over, because right now it's like, pardon me?
What do you mean by clear alternative?
Well, like we're not offering a program that clearly people see as would better their lives, or as we could do. That is a good alternative to the present state of things, right? Obviously, some people think that, and it's clear that like younger people think that. But like, I mean, if people did think that, we would have won. And I think that's because
I don't know. I think it goes back to the primary base, and it's like who you're speaking to. I think we have a real problem with the Democratic primary electorate, which is that this is not the audience because of its rightward wealthier shift.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like I'm almost like it's almost like a historical certainty that this would happen, because like this is not the people that we need to reach, but it's also like we obviously have proved that we like can't reach the people that we do need to reach in like an effective enough manner. And there's just like, you know, it's again like I need to think about it more, but like it also has to do something with like, you know, the historical position that we're in, which is not a strong one. It is not. I mean, people can bluster all they want and say it is, but it clearly was not. Yeah. I don't know.
I think I think there was an idea that was kind of like pushed forward. And again, this was kind of what I was saying with the Bernie people deciding after 2016 that they were going to operate within the Democratic apparatus, right? Which was this idea that, like, again, that you could move this primary electorate left on issues like healthcare, like debt, education, whatever, right? While the party was materially moving right, and more conservative. And so it was like a complete, like, it's a total contradiction. And no one wanted to address it because what they wanted to paper over it.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I mean, I think they didn't really have it. Like, what if they had addressed that? What would that have looked like, though? Because they'd have to be like, well, this doesn't seem like a good work then.
Yeah, that's what we needed people to say.
Yeah.
In 2016, people needed to say the only way that will work is if you attack the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
And you don't let them get swept up in the disciplinary way that, like, this is all fascist, so we have to vote blue no matter who, because that became a refrain of the Democratic Party electorate, right? Because those are always the people that you had to win. The media disciplined them into that, right? Over the last 4 years. But if you knew that you couldn't, like, if you had to be hostile to that, if you had to make a fucking bigger stink about Obama stepping in on Ellison, all of those kind of, like, strategic blunders, and then also the assumption that you could kind of massage these people into your movement were wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, and I'm not laying the blame at, like, any individual or whatever. I'm saying, like, all of these things, you know, paint a picture of what just happened over the last 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. I was going to say something, but I'm blanking now.
People keep saying I'm blackpilling. It's like, I'm not blackpilling, man. I'm trying to, like, critique is not a black pill. Black pill is saying there's nothing to be done. Goodbye. Not ciao, but, like, goodbye, I'm out. Critique and self-criticism and, you know, analysis is fucking part of the game, dude. This is red pill shit. This is the fucking red pill. This is not black pill. Okay? Stop being little babies.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the one positive thing, at least, is I can... by the way, I'm just sick of hearing people being like, of course I'll vote for Joe Biden. Just don't vote for Joe Biden. Do whatever you want, you know.
Fucking dude, man, don't.
Stand up for yourself.
Respect your balls enough to not vote for Joe Biden.
Like, you don't have to fucking vote for this guy. Just because someone's going to yell at you. You just, if what, your mom's going to get mad at you? Just lie to her. Just lie to her. Just don't vote for Joe Biden. Are you crazy? You don't have to do that kind of stuff anymore. It's fine. It's, you know, just, you know what you should do? Election day? Go eat some pussy. That's what Joe wants to be doing.
Oh my God.
Ooh, there's a new Crazy Days and Night podcast out. He puts out like 4 a day. Oh my God. Can we get a Liz count on that? How many times Liz has left me by myself? Here we go. Is that a real thing? I feel like it just focused 7 times. Fuck. God damn it. Approaching double digits. You're right. Show us the watch. I wear this watch every time. You've seen the watch. Fuck, dude. All I know is left or right, they're both gonna put in 5G. You know I'm against that shit. You see the media is telling you right now, like, oh, these people who hate 5G, they're fucking crazy. I'm sorry. Leaving aside some of the more esoteric beliefs people have about the subject, 5G is what's gonna make your fucking robot replacement at work fast enough to be able to replace you, motherfucker. So you better be against 5G. Plus, we don't like technology. We don't want that kind of stuff up in our lives anymore. It's a bunch of bullshit. No, we are against we are 100% anti 5G. And now that doesn't mean we're for 4G either. We're on LTE, whatever that is. We're going to 2G tops. I want to make it so you can't stream anything anywhere. There was a cell phone tower in my middle school, and I started having extreme mental health issues after going there. Look at that.
Are we not talking about stuff anymore?
Bernie, I don't know. Do you want to still?
I don't know.
Do
people want to? You just don't want to anymore because you already talked it out with me this morning.
Yeah, I'm also just feeling stupid
you
now.
You have a lot to say, too.
I know. I just, I don't want to say, because some stuff I just don't want to say because I haven't thought it out yet enough. And it's just, it's so, I don't know. Now I have to go real quick. I'm going to pee real quick.
Okay, the last thing I'll say, and I do think that you'll agree with me on this, because someone just asked, what's the way forward? And I guess what I'm saying is, again, sitting with and thinking through it is the way forward. Yes. I know that sounds like circular logic, but in the immediate, there is no there's no leverage. You could debate whether or not people should throw their weight behind the Green Party to pressure the Democratic Party from the outside. I don't know.
I'm against it.
That's not really my cup of tea.
Respect,
but I think that, again, part of the way forward is getting in a comfortable space of, like you said, not constantly what's next, but also not nihilism or solipsism, right?
Yeah, it's just clear-eyed looking forward and trying to figure out what lies ahead and what you should do about it. I don't know why these motherfuckers, they plan out their whole lives. They're I'm going to get this job and do this and this, but they're can't even figure out what they should do politically in a year from then. Ridiculous. You know me. I've got my strategy, my labor strategy for me and the boys, but that's because I love plans. I love a plan.
That's why you voted Liz Warren.
I voted Liz Warren because I had coitus with her. But yes, that's also why I voted for Liz Warren.
Yeah.
No, I voted for Liz Warren because I saw the name Liz on the ballot, and you know what I did? I had to check that box. I'm I want this bitch in the White House and out of my life.
That's right, babe.
I got to drain. Let me ask you this: has any guy to you ever been I gotta leak the lizard?
No. What does that mean?
I gotta drain the main vein.
No, that's weird.
I like it. Fellas, start saying that.
Yeah. Oh, now it's my time. Okay. I better speak on 5G or I'm stoned on weed. Well, hey, newsflash, losers. I already said this. Stop saying I'm on drugs. I don't do drugs. Oh my God, so much chatting. Did I catch Liz Brunig talking about us? No, did Liz say something? I love Liz Brunig, not myself. If she is watching, hi friend. I miss you. 5G, we're doing an episode. I don't know if Ray said, but we're going to do an episode about 5G, a little bit about 5G and other kind of like emerging state surveillance stuff, which I think you guys will like. Kind of has to do with like smart city, CCTV technology stuff. Ooh, I'm out of focus again, but I don't know. What else? Oh, we recorded the episode about Nth Room. And I have to say that it's kind of dark and it really upset me. So I apologize for that. And hopefully it's not too intense. But I think it's important, again, like, it is important to understand like how serious some of these things are, especially even though we like joke about stuff. There is a really, when we talk about the Nth Room case, I do want to say there's a really beautiful statement put out by women in South Korea that are trying to organize, to petition the government and the courts to take this case very seriously, because as we get into the episode, this is something that they actually usually don't in South Korea. And they said, women of South Korea, we will do anything to save our sisters. And I just thought that was really nice. I know it sounds cheesy. I'm not even a big feminist. We don't leave our sisters behind. That's correct. We don't leave our sisters behind. I really loved that statement, and I thought it was really powerful, and I really wish more women would say that.
Do you see that? Liz Brunig wants to run for president with me.
With you?
Yeah, Liz Brace 2020.
Wait, Liz Brunig said Liz Brace 2020? Is that what she said?
Well, Brace Liz.
Wait, am I PP? Oh my god!
No, it's me and her. It's me and Liz Brunig. It's not.
I'm gonna text her. That's so cute.
It's well, yeah. Tell her thank you. I would be overjoyed to run for president with Liz Brunig as my running mate. Absolutely.
I hate that Liz Brunig lives on the other side of the country because I want to bake cookies with her and have girl talk. But instead we have to stick to.
You gotta stick to me, baby.
Communications.
I tell you what, I wish I lived on the other side of the country. New York looks great right now.
No. I really do feel for everyone in New York, I gotta say.
Yeah. Not great. Do you see that?
Like, Mark Ames got out. He got his family out. Solid.
Classic.
Good for him.
Dude, I cannot. I don't even. It's funny. I've been trying not to think about stuff that COVID has taken from me. And I gotta say that we would be doing the Warner show later this month.
Fuck, dude! I didn't even realize that.
I'll tell you what, guys. This venue, the Verdi Club. Look it up. I went there. I booked the venue. It was beautiful venue. Beautiful. Classico. I've been saying Classico lately. I know.
I like saying that. I think you got that from me. Classico. My friends and I used to say that, which is funny. You know what's funny too is that me and my core group of friends all talk similar to me. Not in voice, like Muppet voice, but in terms of like, you know how I like don't really say full sentences sometimes?
Yes.
Like I don't leave. I don't say like the or
yes.
You know.
Yes, you go.
That's like joke with group. See, that was an example.
I would love to be introduced to these beautiful ladies.
Well, now we all live all over. So we got satellites in New York, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco. Bummer.
I'm proud to be the only one of my friends that never left the place where I was born. Ever.
I know you did it.
I'm a townie. I found out what a townie meant. I'm a townie. I'm just like,
You know, it's that I live, I went New York, San Francisco, LA, back to San Francisco.
The girl
So I
circuit.
moved back to San Francisco.
I will say people did start moving back a little bit, which is insane because I went to Kurdistan. Yeah, but I didn't rent an apartment there. It doesn't count unless you rent an apartment.
What was the rent like in Kurdistan?
Fantastic. They have really great rent control laws there. What are you gonna do tonight?
I'm gonna call my parents after this.
I called my parents before this.
Oh, well, they called me before this, and I was like, I gotta get off the phone because I gotta do
Gotta
stuff
hop on the
before this.
stream.
And so I
have
was
you
like, I'm gonna call you after.
Have you told your parents you're a streamer? I have not told my father that I've been streaming on Twitch.com. No.
But my dad checked. I think my dad looks at my Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems
So
like...
they could tune in. I really hope they don't.
Well, if we have any luck, I think you need a Twitch account to look at a Twitch. So if there's any luck, actually, I don't know if you do.
I don't know. I don't think you do at all.
Dude, my dad listened to the podcast from the beginning. It's crazy.
My
I guess
parents
people.
No,
I guess
he's listened to all of them?
no, he listened to like 2 episodes. But it's weird.
Oh,
It's
my
weird. I
parents
guess.
listen to stuff. You met my mom. You haven't met my dad.
Yes, it's weird though because I guess when people start podcasts, they start from the beginning, which I didn't know that was like a thing to do. Do you do that?
No. Well, no. I will go through if it's like a new thing, but it's been around for a while. I'll go through and pick oh, that one sounds interesting or that one sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But I also it makes sense to do that with us because of Epstein.
Oh, that's they think it's like a true crime podcast.
Maybe, or they just want to start from the beginning because it's he died while we were doing the podcast. Which,
I know. I'm so glad I timed that guy. I paid $2 million to kill him. Actually, you know what? I don't even know how much a hitman costs anymore. These latest documentaries have thrown out my entire hitman pay scale.
People were asking 50, 60K.
Where? Oh, the dark one? Dude, that does not seem like nearly enough.
2010.
That does not seem like nearly enough.
No, 2009? I don't know. It's all blurs together.
Before
the Silk Road guy got arrested.
Someone says, remember this podcast about Epstein? It's still, we got some Epstein stuff in the works. Don't you?
Yeah, fuck you. Also, remember when you didn't listen to us? No, you don't, because you're a fucking cuck who listens to us.
Whoa, baby.
Can't remember anything.
I'm sure this. Yeah, no, it's, listen, I have become Jeffrey Epstein.
I just don't take kindly to people talking shit about us talking about other stuff because it's also wait, I thought everyone liked it when we talked about other stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're responding to market. You know me. You know me. You know I'm a market socialist. You know I've read Xi Jinping, Governance of China, back to back several times.
All everyone does is, hey, can you talk about this? Hey, can you talk about that? Can you do, what about this? What about that? And it's none of these things you guys want us to talk about have to do with Epstein. So sit down.
Liz isn't really mad
Stop
at you.
being rude. Be nice. I'm nice. Be nice.
You're yelling at them.
That's not yelling.
That's not yelling. You should see, I gotta say, you should see Liz when she's actually angry at somebody who she perceives has wronged her, because that was not an example of it. Liz has gotten angry at me.
Yeah.
I've seen you get mad at me before. I've seen you grow flustered with me before.
Really. Flustered.
Yeah.
But then I apologize immediately.
Yeah, I also yelled at you one time. I think yeah. Right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. I don't even know why. I did. I
But
was.
then we both apologized to each other afterwards.
Yes. What are you guys doing for food? I've been hunting game.
No, you have not.
No, I haven't. I've been. Well, I need a little neckerchief. I'd be like a little. Have you guys heard of this Tom of Finland guy? I've been. Our producer is.
You don't know Tom of Finland?
Well, no. So
Yes,
check this out. Check this out. So I will call him by his nickname. Young Chomsky has, he's like he does like the workout stuff. I was like, okay, maybe I'll check out some of, he posts like pictures of himself in clothes. I was like, I'll check this out. Who do I dress like? Denim shirt, open, bam, Tom of Finland. I'd never heard of this guy before. He's like it's like Norwegian anime basically. And I'll tell you what,
yeah, he's extremely gay. I mean, I don't think that's controversial.
Sexually?
Yeah, it's like it's a gay comic.
Like how? Like only gay people? Fuck. Well, I guess I'm returning the several teach. I know who Tom of Finland is.
I know you do. That was a cute bit, though.
Come on. Erotic illustration. You think I don't know who Tom of Finland is? Give me a fucking... I know who... Listen, people showed me Tom of Finland when I was like 5, 6 years old. Who? Tom of Finland? Respect. Go look up Tom of Finland. Great looking guy. I do got a big book collection. I'll show you guys. People always like to see what I'm reading. I have been reading. It's in the living room, so I'm not going to get it. But I have been reading a book called Obscure Foreign Units of the Waffen SS. Classic book. Bought it at that coffee shop. You know, in L.A., Liz, that coffee shop bookstore that people go to?
Yeah.
I bought this book there, and it was $10. I was like, that's how I know this is a real bookstore. This should be at least $15. Obscure Foreign Formations of the Waffen SS. Fantastico.
Look at everyone's counting how many times I get up. You dorks. Don't be dorks. I got stuff to do.
I'm reading this before bed. Carlucci. It's a science fiction book. You know what I miss doing, Liz?
What?
Pretty much anything. You can't also leave.
Oh, I was looking at my bookshelf. I was also going to pull a book.
You should show him some book.
I was just looking. I don't think I have anything interesting.
You got plenty of interesting books. Oh, I can show them this.
Wait, have I showed you this book that I have? I think I told you about it. I think I told you and Yasha about it. This is so funny. So this is their like diaries or their letters to each other.
Oh God.
It's so funny. Oh my God.
Jesus fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
She's like, yes, she's like, I hate the ignorant races, let's call them, but I hate them from the left. She was a little bit of a, you want to talk about... this is good, too. I think I mentioned it before. I've been getting really into this theory that the world, not the world, but the West is basically governed / entered into a devil's bargain with an underground Reich after the Second World War. And I'll tell you, this guy doesn't believe that. But this is... Oh, look, there's Limonov.
R.I.P.
Yeah, see, but like he is more complicated than just like a neo-Nazi, but it is like, I think I talked about this last time that I know a guy who was in the National Bolshevik Party, but he is certainly not a guy whose political ideas that I would follow. Do those guys all hate Jews, or they just hate Muslims now? I feel like everyone got like mostly just hates Muslims now, but they still think that we do everything. Which, thank you. But Liz, I don't know if you heard me, but I'm developing. Well, not developing. I didn't come up with it, but I'm taken with the idea of the world being governed by an underground Reich. Since this is funny, people talk about a realignment. Look at the fucking European Nazis trying to rip off Maoists in the 70s. That's Junior Europa.
That's funny.
They loved Chesco, and actually, the guy who started that magazine, I think it's Jean Thirart. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Belgian name. He met with, I think, Joanne Lai in Romania in the 1970s and was like, Joe, you got to finance my far right-wing terror groups in Europe. And Joe was like, yeah, we'll give you some money. And then they never heard from him again. But Ceausescu, I got it. This Romania is on my mind a lot. You know, I've been to Moldova, which is like Romania's Canada. I don't know. There's something going on there spiritually.
Do you think, I have a question, because it's debated. Do you think that fascism was organic in Romania or no?
Well, it's hard. So, yes and no. I think
this is like a boring conversation for the stream. But, you know, I mean, it's debated, I think.
Really? Like
whether or not it was like mostly installed or like basically massaged in rather than an actual organic formation like Mussolini or Franco.
Well, I think that like in a lot of these countries, I mean like, so the Iron Guard was organic, but I think that they like their existence. I mean, there are anti-Semitic sort of authoritarian whatever movements in every European country, and have been since whatever the 1800s. Before that, but like crystallized and became what they became in like the early 20th century. The Iron Guard, I think, like
a lot of work there.
Aesthetically, I mean, they were much more fanatically religious than any of the other fascist parties. Basically, like way crazy, and I think that they just like, I think they really hit home because like, boy, Romanians turn out did not like Jews, and they were also able to receive. It looks like more foreign financing from the Germans and the Italians. I think mostly just the Germans than anybody else. But I mean, Hitler
is that most of the Eastern European fascist movements were basically, you know, propped up or installed by the Nazis.
Well, I would say so.
Basically, I'm making a distinction between that and like the cases in Spain and Italy, which were very different. So it's like, but the case from Romania is interesting because you're right to point out the Iron Guard had these early formations that were distinct from what was happening in Germany. But it gets kind of confused. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's just interesting. Because I think a lot about, I think a lot about fascism. That's probably not a great thing to say, but I just mean because it's really, you know, thoroughly modern political movement, very interesting, the way it comes out. And it's also very unique. And there's only, you know, you can debate how many instances we've seen of it, etc.
Well, I would say, I mean, if you look at the case of the Iron Guard in particular, I mean, Hitler didn't actually have a taste for them. Like all those guys, after whatever the Iron Guard rebellion against, what was it, Antonescu? All those guys got smuggled out not by the Germans. They got smuggled, well, by the Germans, yes, but specifically by like friendly officers within the SS. So I would say they were more popular with the SS. But like Hitler, one thing like. The thing about Hitler is that he was way more content to basically sideline whatever fascist movement and install whatever basically the local Dollfuss or like local like Moose or Franco he could find rather than like an actual like organic like all the fascists.
Well, you saw that in all of it, you know, Czech Republic, Hungary, even like all of it.
I mean, they let the Arrow Cross come in Hungary.
Aerocross was like a boys' league month where the SS was organically developing.
Oh yeah. You know, Aerocross was a poor man's ripoff. Bullshit.
But that's why it's interesting, the distinction. I don't know. I find the Romanian case very intriguing. I should read more about it.
Yeah.
But it is like a point of debate that I find very interesting between, and you see it usually with theorists of fascism versus historians. Like you'll see like Eastern European historians really be like, no, it wasn't. And then you'll see like theorists of fascism like kind of lump it in with Spain and Italy.
Well, it's
separate.
Weird. It's weird in Romanian history. I mean, the Romanians, like, as opposed to a lot of the other countries sort of in the Eastern Bloc, sort of rehabilitated a lot of people who were, I don't know, not necessarily in the Iron Guard, but like who were on the right in the 70s when Ceausescu went towards national communism. And so it's like, I don't know, Romania is just such a weird case. I want to go there someday.
It's a weird fucking country.
Yeah. Why does everyone hate Jews so much?
I don't know. I don't.
It's weird. Yes, that Holocaust book I was writing about takes place in the Romanian zone of control. So I had to read all these books about the Holocaust in Romania. Transnistria, they called it. There's a modern day Transnistria. You know, there's like a part of Moldova that's like not even.
Oh, you froze.
I didn't freeze for me.
Did I leave?
No, I can still see you.
Okay, you froze. Sorry.
But I gotta tell you what, if everyone else would just convert to Judaism, there'd be no problem.
Wait, are we off?
No, we're still on. Oh, it says we went offline. Oh, weird.
Oh. Do you want to go back?
Yeah, let's just go back.
We're back. Okay.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Are we back? I don't understand what happened. Oh, damn. Sexual Jumanji is here? Greetings. Have you considered converting to Judaism? What is rating on Twitch?
I did in college.
You did?
Well,
Tell me more.
I thought about it, and then I didn't.
Can't say I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that you didn't. Can't say. You know, that's funny, is I've known several converts or half converts. That's like, I've known a few women who've been like, maybe I should. It's because people understand that it's the real one. They're like, it's the oldest one. They're probably right.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that because people love to have their own theories about me.
I know. That's the other thing too. Is I've noticed a few people. Let me upbraid our fans for just a moment here. I've noticed a few people being A, suspicious, or in one case, B, calling me a pedophile because they don't know much about Liz's background. Here's the thing. Love a little mystery, guys. Besides, yes, she was in the Iron Guard.
No.
I was just seeing if you were paying attention. But, you know, it's like, we don't gotta...
I've said this before. My business is not your business. Mind your own beeswax.
And, well, my business is show business, baby.
No, I just like, sorry there's no information for you to Google about me, but that doesn't make me any less of a person.
Yeah. So
it makes me very meticulous about my privacy.
I will say that I was the 5,000th signature on the Get Liz a Wikipedia article petition.
No, oh my God.
No, they have stringent requirements, baby. I gotta say, I cannot find my jewel, and now I can't find my glasses. I put my sunglasses on, now I can't find the regular ones, which is making it more difficult for me to find my jewel. They should let you pay $40 to have a chip implanted to your jewel, and then a little thing. Dude, how has that not been made?
Now everyone's asking if I'm CIA. I'm not CIA.
Yeah, I can't tell. Do people actually think either you or I are CIA?
They think you are for sure CIA, but they think I'm CIA because they don't know anything about me. But hey, guess what, guys? I'm too dumb to be CIA. They would never take me. I can't even speak English, let alone any other language.
Yeah, they'd be like, excuse me, ma'am, you just said terrorists go for a walk? I don't... that wasn't very... But you know what I mean. She can't speak good. What the fuck is my jewel?
We gotta go, Brace.
What's up?
We're just rambling at this point.
Yeah, I gotta eat dinner or something.
Interesting.
And we gotta record tomorrow.
Stupid about and reveal too much about my life. I already admitted too many anecdotes.
That's the thing too. If any of you guys were true blue sleuths, you would have looked up. There was. No, I'm not gonna say it, but you could have figured it out. You could figure it out.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Well, let's not speak about it anymore.
I thought about it right after I said it and was like, "Fuck," but it'll be okay.
Maybe I should get a little sailor's hat next time.
No, that's too twee.
Yeah, twee of Finland. I'm going for the Tom of Finland look full on now.
Twee of Finland. Oh my god, that's so funny. You know, twee is coming back.
Twee never left. My ancient enemy, Twee.
Oh no. That was like Care Lord bullshit. Whatever that shit on the left is, I don't understand that like Tumblr ass fucking aesthetic.
Are you talking about like the doggo shit or what?
Like what it's like a cartoon of a unicorn with like machine guns, and it's like fascists kill fascists that hate abortion or something. But it's like like angel baby. It's like fuck this. It's so whack and also
speak on it, baby.
Corny. I just don't know. Why can't people be cool? Just be cool. Be cool. What's the problem? I don't understand.
You know this is our ancient battle.
We're going back. Look. Trad Girl Wojak, the fucking horseman of the Twee movement coming back. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying now.
And now we're all inside. You're going to have some fucking jackass unattractive women get into ukulele.
Hey, no such thing. No such thing. There's no such thing. I
don't think it's going to be as saccharine as it was before. I'm trying to get my head around it. I think it's more like the traddening that will then move into a tweeing.
Well, the thing is, trad and twee.
Well, traddening has already been happening.
Yeah. Well, trad and twee has been... Because you know what? They're both very Pinterest-heavy interest groups.
Pinterest groups.
That's like... Yeah, I don't do anything cute. Unless you're a girl.
I mean, I think it works for certain people.
Yeah.
Dasha looks great in like a prairie dress.
Who?
Dasha. Like she can pull off the kind of like aristocratic trad look. You know?
I'm not commenting.
Okay. But that's what I mean. Like, so there's like that vibe, but then it's like the cutesy, like I think the like cutesy stuff, no. It's like it's like much colder, much more Victorian. Yeah, cold is like a good way to put it. It's not like that warm, fuzzy ukulele cutesy shit.
Yeah, I see. What's that magazine? Kinfolk?
Yeah, that's old though. It's not Kinfolk. That's different.
You know, baby, I literally read Soldier of Fortune magazine.
I worked in trend, so it's different. I got my 6 cents on this shit. That's what I used to get paid for. Another thing I shouldn't have just said.
They don't know. I didn't really understand what you just said. All right.
Okay. It's time to log off.
That was called Kinfolk, right? That magazine? Or Kin?
Yeah. That's the real thing, Kinfolk.
All right.
It's like Portland.
We should have a new episode out soon.
We're doing this again Sunday?
Yes. Let's think about some guests maybe.
Okay. That could be cute.
Yeah.
I'm sick of looking at your face. Let's see another face.
Dude, I showed you earlier. I got that ad about Clinton staffers. I just wanted to say this real quick before we stop. That BuzzFeed article about Clinton staffers having like a fuck Bernie thing today or whatever, Zoom call. I got in the BuzzFeed article an ad for camouflage baklavas.
I saw someone posted, this was so funny, and I didn't retweet it, but I should have. They posted the like email they got from AliExpress, you know, like Chinese Amazon. And it said like, shop this season's hottest fashions. And it was literally plastic gloves and a mask. I'll send it to you. It's so fucking funny.
Hey, we should get sponsored by Alibaba.
No.
Yeah.
That's not gonna help your case that you're not a dangest.
Dude, and everybody knows that I am a neo-Maoist. Everybody knows that. All right, I had some baklava today.
Okay, I gotta go.
All right, me too. Sayonara. I'm shutting off.
Love you, boys and girls.